Let's pretend we scored a goal! Let's pretend we scored a goal!
Yes! Bow, 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 bow! Come on, welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC fan. I am joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Guys, the little horse just keeps plodding along. Another 3 points in the bag. Comfy. Extending that lead on Arsenal, yeah? How you feeling?
Scheme.
How you feeling?
I'm joined by generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
The only reason why I'm wearing this top because the fabric is fabricing, bro. It's not so nice on the skin because I'm disgusted.
Is that the new Arsenal kit?
No. This is last season one, bro.
Do you not watch the season? Do you not watch the Premier
I'm
League?
not gonna lie, yeah. They all look the same to me. Your new one's got blue on it now, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been disgusted by the dross of football I've seen this weekend.
Oh, it's been a great weekend.
Yeah.
It's been. We're about to get into it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cover it all. It's been a great weekend.
Not at the Emirates, mate.
Oh, clearly not.
And I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Dirty TT. You think you can come against I. We're gonna lift that league in the sky like the 4th of July. Listen, man. We're loading.
First of all, yeah, you're spitting grime bars, and your microphone sounds like it's from 2004. What's going on?
It's the nostalgia
What's going on with the
101, mate.
mic?
It's bad design. It's bad design.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna rain on this parade. You can't come in here singing songs about winning the league when you didn't pick up 3 points at home. Stop it. Have some shame.
I don't give a damn.
Have some shame.
Right.
What? All right, yeah, go on.
No
Just got points.
Wait there, man. Let's get there when we start talking Liverpool. All right. Obviously, we're doing on the wing, literally last minute settings. We are joined by, in fact, Diallo settings. We're joined by Ernie Mac, live in the flesh. What's going on, Ernest?
Hey, what's in you lot's veins?
I know, Ernest. I can't begrudge you, mate. Inject it.
What's in you lot's veins?
Hey, I got nothing this week, cuz.
What's in you lot's veins? I've asked 3 times.
Blood.
What's the colour of blood?
Red.
What's Manchester?
Oh,
Red.
That's what we're talking about.
Ooh.
Come on.
Peru, Burgundy. You get me? Crimson. You get me? What Jesus offered.
What?
That's what we're talking about.
Where I said blood of my enemies.
The blood of my enemies. I don't think you guys understand how I told you lot last week, Pepper's turned into a crackhead, and I'm here for it. You saw that line on the back of his head from that game. Inject all of it into. You think because I had a couple of seasons where I didn't want Arsenal to win the league that I ain't gonna enjoy this moment?
Wow, bro. What is going on
here? He's whack, man.
Who's whack?
Kufal.
Mate, you just see what
he's whack.
For those that don't know, we're live watching Bournemouth versus West Ham United, a pretty stinky Monday night game. But yeah, to the point where David's commenting on Kufal going through on goal and skying the ball. This is going to be a dreadful evening. But guess what? The Top 4 podcast is here to keep you entertained through it all, man. Through it all. Wow, Peter's mic is moving.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yo, big man.
What are you having a howler? What's going on?
I didn't know if he was praying or he was.
Yeah, he's having a howler.
Stadium announcer, blood. What is going on?
That's crazy.
Peter's tapping. Is this thing on? No, the mic is not on.
Hey, no.
Endo said Ernest's been turning up every week since Eric Ten Hag left. This little Peckham glory hunting red.
This is it, man. That's all we do, mate. We glory hunt. We look for it. Sniper sayings. That's what I'm talking about.
You man can hear me now, yeah?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we can hear you now.
Kumba. I was saying, Oscar, you need to stop underselling that game. Bournemouth, West Ham's top-notch football. Bournemouth have been playing phenomenal football all season long. Mr. Areola, of course, in the helm. West Ham, Lopetegui. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of players in that West Ham team. Listen, that could be some good football. Meanwhile, I'm at the Stadio Olimpico watching Lazio Inter because what am I doing watching Bournemouth, West Ham?
So after selling it, you just said, "What am I doing watching it?"
I mean, Inter are playing. You know them way there. Right. Where shall we kick things off? I think it's only right. Is there anything in the comment section, Oscar? By the way,
Is there anything in the comment section? We're not going to the comments. That's what we normally do.
That's what I just said. Is there anything in the comment section? I'm leading you to the comment section.
Normally do your little question.
Oscar, that was mad.
No, because bro, he's messing up the routine. All right?
Nah, that was crazy.
Peter sets his routine where we normally go highlight of the week. That's normally what comes next.
And you know what? Maybe I'm not going to do it because none of you lot ever have a highlight of the week ready.
I've got a highlight this time.
Listen, the 1 week I don't want to do a highlight.
I've got a highlight this time. Just a quick one. It can just be mine, and that's it. Yeah. So obviously, I've gone to watch Chelsea versus Brentford. Games happened, but on the way home, I'm on the train. I'm just minding my business by the station. Some guy comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "Are you Oscar from Top 4 Podcast?" Ooh. I said, yes, I am. Why, yes, I am. Who are you, kind sir? He says, I'm Balotelli's only 11, 12 Top guy, man. Top guy. Me and him was on the train. We chopped out for about 20 minutes about the state of Manchester City, Chelsea. Yeah, man, blessed guy. Tall brother. But yeah, man, obviously loves the pod. It's very, very nice to see people comment. Obviously, all of you lot comment on a weekly basis. We love that. But to see you lot in the flesh it's a weird thing because obviously I don't put a face to the name. Yeah. And I would have never, like I saw this guy on the platform. I never thought, this guy listens to Top 4 Podcast. Then he came and approached me. I was like, rah. But yeah, he's a top guy, man. Top guy, knows his ball. So we were just chatting about Man City and Chelsea. So yeah, that was my highlight of the week, man. Really made me smile, man.
Wicked. No, wicked. Anybody else got a highlight of the week since we're here?
Not really. I fell asleep during WWE Saturday night thing, but yeah,
that wasn't a highlight, man. That was trash. But,
so talk to me quickly on WWE. Yeah, so like what January? Yeah, what everything goes to Netflix.
Netflix January 1st, Netflix, man. Netflix,
so like what? Like all the WWE network, like the archive, because obviously I'm an archive guy.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Where's my Raw 97?
They've said some things will be on Netflix. They haven't said everything, so I don't know what's coming over.
That's going to be a stinker, blood.
I don't think you're going to get it.
If you know what I've noticed, they put bare things on the vault on YouTube now. They put bare like episodes and shows like documentaries on the vault.
I think that's in preparation for this move, isn't it? Because I don't think they can put everything on Netflix. They simply can't. So they're putting more stuff on their YouTube channel so you can find it there, and then what's on Netflix is going to be the main thing. All right, should we go into the comments?
Let's get into the comment section, boy.
Quick comments on my weekend, and that said, Oscar, did they let you on the tube? Yes, they let me on the tube, man. That's how I get to Chelsea.
It's a real question. It's a genuine question.
Assad says the start of this pod is like Chelsea's start at Spurs last week. Messy. Yeah, man. It was a messy one, but we're here. Let me get through the comments. Mirad says, good evening to the greatest football podcast to air on a Monday night when I must do a gentle shout out to all things dictionary and spell check. Please review the title of tonight's live stream. And of course, agendas have to run. City, lower league opposition, drop points. You know how this goes. Listen, Mirad has been predicting City losses for a long time, and they're finally coming true. But you can't go 4 years predicting stuff, and then on the 5th year, yeah, you're right. Get out of it, man.
I said, yeah. I've been telling you still. It's like, brother, like
you said it. You said this every year. It doesn't happen every year. Assad says, wow, Peter is
Ezekiel.
You must be thanking high heavens that I refused to take the bet in August. You're a whole 4 points behind me. Biggest league win for Chelsea post-Roman, in my opinion. What? Pete, any response to that, or
no? I'll see you in May. Don't worry about that.
Tahar's got another one for you, Pete. He says, "Big up top 4. We move in silence. Mind the gap, Peter."
Oh, he's used the famous Tottenham one. Oh, he's only gone and done it. He's only gone and been Spursy there, Tahar. So I'll see you in May. Don't you worry. I'll see you in May, my friend.
And that says through my guy Tierney. He also says, big up Memphis Depay, the only footballer that can actually rap.
What's Iwobi saying? What? No, Alex Iwobi.
No, I wasn't feeling that Iwobi stuff, man. I mean, it was decent. It's not like he can't rap, but it wasn't good.
You know what it is? I'm glad it ended when it did.
So,
He
yeah,
is
so am I. So am I.
He had a couple good bars, no? He had a couple.
Adrian, you know what? I won't say what I think.
Bracket says, big up to the best football podcast air on a Monday when current economic situation has forced me to do my own retwist, although cheaper, very time consuming.
Wow.
Big man. That is crazy.
That's a lot of work, man.
That's a price man pay for having long hair, man. I don't feel sorry for none of you dons. None of you dons. I don't feel sorry for none of you.
Right. My missus does half the job, blood. She's like, you know what? I'm doing the whole sesh at the salon. She's gonna do 2 twos here and then let them finish it off. That's long.
That's long. PR. Let's get into it, man.
Should we get straight into it? I think it's only time. I think it's only right that we do because Manchester is red, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Manchester City 1, Manchester United 2. The comeback of all comebacks. It was classic Fergie time, as Ruben Amorim had said as well. Ernest, man, what happened? What the hell went on in that game? Because I don't know what game I was watching, and I watched 90 minutes of it.
I'll be honest. I'm one of those guys that I like to see the intricacies in games like that. People said the game was dead. I don't remember a good quality Manchester derby. I don't remember a good quality one where both sides were playing well, high stakes, and they were just doing their thing. So to me, this was regular scheduled programming. We did our thing. But at the same time, I think City not turning up made people say it's not a good quality game. And I'm like, bruv, I'm used to this. I'm used to it. People were capping as well. I remember one summer they no, because I mean, when I say that, I mean people said this is the worst Manchester derby they've ever watched. I remember one where they beat us 2-0. They had Fernando and Fernandinho in midfield. That game was an absolute stinkfest. They were boring. It was just like, we're trying to get the ball into midfield. 2 Brazilian defensive midfielders stopped the whole shebang. Do you know what I mean? In this one, I think it was a mid-off, and I think it was end to end in a specific in a type of way. I think this had shades of our performance at the Emirates the other day, where between the 18-yard boxes, Man City had nothing for us. They had nothing for us. Haaland didn't have a sniff. I think Maguire had an excellent game. I think Maguire and Lissandro in particular had really good games. I think Onana was good. Didn't really have much to do outside of the corners. What else? I think Ugarte's starting to really prod on and show people that he's actually he's not the best midfielder in the world, but he's good at what he's good at, just dogged work.
Where are you on him, Ernest? Because
60 million is too much, but he's not a bad
60 million.
Yeah, he cost us 60 million.
Wow.
I'd rather have him doing what he does than having 52 million Fred in midfield. Do you know what I mean? Where Fred was more energy and more tenacity, he's more just put the fires out before they get into arson. So yeah, essentially, he's okay. I told you guys when the guy Amorim was announced, Kobbie Mainoo for me is not the midfielder for a 3-4-3. And I told you guys when he first came in, I said Kobbie Mainoo plays like a Ghanaian. And slowly people are starting to see what I'm saying. He plays like he's telling his son to go get the remote. Like he's really, really slow. He's very good at bringing the ball up into midfield, but I think we need more energy than that, man. But the happiest bit of news I experienced was when they said Rashford is out of the squad. I said, yes, this is what I've been looking forward to. A manager with just a nutsack. Do you know what I mean?
Testicular fortitude.
Just testicular, fortitude. Like, he's going to say, that was crazy. Yeah,
what's happening at the Vitality Stadium there, David?
Bournemouth have hit the post. Semenyo, I think is it Semenyo, whatever.
Semenyo,
he hit the post earlier. Jared Bowen, he's been played in by Kudus on side, stops outside the 18-yard box. does that a cheeky Ronaldinho, bruv. Hit
On
the
a
palm.
crossbar challenge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's entertaining stuff at the right time.
I'm not gonna lie. It's
good
Oh,
counter.
it'd be a good bit of football. Let's try it on the cell.
But you're not watching.
Man.
I'm watching Inter Lazio, innit? That's what I'm saying, innit? That's what I'm saying.
All right, Berlusconi.
I'm watching. Wow, I'm watching Guendouzi and Nuno Tavares. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
You're watching Guendouzi in
He's in the heart-
2024.
he's in the heart of the Lazio midfield. Okay,
Crazy.
Mkhitaryan is playing for Inter Milan. Listen,
Now, he needs to pop it in. He was old at United.
It's 2020, bruv. Literally,
His hairline was receding at Dortmund.
Brother, on a Goran Pandev thing, it's none.
Hey, Goran Pandev is a disrespect.
That's a
elite support striker.
Listen, elite support. Listen, Mkhitaryan is a great guy, so let's not slander his name.
Oh yeah, former Arsenal. Forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's a cheap former Arsenal as well. But anyway,
Please forget. Let's all forget.
Let's all forget. But flipping, for me, the Rashford thing was brilliant. I thought, because David was telling me against Arsenal, why didn't he start? I said, brother, like, just because you can score a goal doesn't mean your overall performance is going to contribute to the team. He would have scored against City and done nothing. We would have been playing with 10 men for the rest of that derby. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy he didn't play.
Are you at a point with I don't want to make it about Rashford because obviously he didn't play, but are you at a point with Rashford where it's simply like that you don't even trust that Amorim can have a plan to get the best out of him?
So in the beginning, I thought maybe Amorim might test him out up top until the remainder of the season. This has been a fast track into what I've wanted for a couple years now, because that's why the whole point, I don't mean to keep bringing up the whole point that you and Adrian were making about, is he locked in? Like, the guy has not been incentivized to play good for us since that first season under Ten Hag. So when the links came with Arsenal, I thought, oh, he's going to get a new environment and he's going to see what his mindset is, where his mindset is really at. On the flip side, I think if he goes to Arsenal, I think he's going to be in flipping Nusret every week. So yeah, I think because like Marcus Rashford is paid too well. He's paid too well. So that's why I'm not mad at going to New York, because if someone gave you $350 a week and said international break, take 5 days off, you're not going to be running up the steps like you're flipping Rocky. Like you're not going to be doing any of that kind of stuff. You're going to be spending your money as much as you can. So I've always been of the belief that as much as people might say Rashford is dead, you're entitled to that opinion. I think Rashford is in need of a new headspace. He's in need of a new environment, and I don't know if he wants that. He doesn't look like he's asked to be there. He doesn't look like he wants to play football, at least at this club. So they fast forwarded it and said, like, you know, he's up for sale in January. And I'm like, wow, I did not see that coming this quickly. I'm happy about it, but didn't see that happening this quickly. The thing that I think United fans need to be cautious about, and I tweeted it, is in the same vein we praised Amad. I think we need to be very careful with the club we support, because they're very, very good, masterful at taking the shield away from the player and allowing the arrows of media scrutiny and like biased, you know, top red man in the van critique to just come through and obliterate these players. I don't think we do well as far as player development and player protection, because Amad is getting the same praise Rashford got in his Manchester derby debut. He did not make Demichelis and scored the only goal of the game. He was the star in the hood for like 2 months. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's all well and good that Amad, a player who I've wanted to play since 2021, who's had to wait for not only Greenwood, not only Sancho, not only Anthony, he's had to wait for Amari Forson to get into this starting 11. Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad people are finally seeing that the Amad shouts were not, you know.
Because obviously you've been talking about him for a long time.
Yeah.
Even when, man was out in Sunderland and that. And I was like,
and he would play for Sunderland and Rangers, and it's like, guys, he's better than barring Greenwood, he's better than everyone here. Why is he not? Do you know what I mean? So it was just really great to see that he's finally getting his shine. He's been at the heart of like 2 big wins in 2024 for Man United, Liverpool in the FA Cup, and City in the Derby. Big wins for us. Do you know what I mean? Even if you weren't a Ten Hag fan, those would have given you a little bit of hope about the future. But again, I've seen Amad dancing with Onana in the changing room today, and I'm like, guys, I've seen this movie before. Because when Pogba was dancing with Lingard, Roy Keane said, if they haven't won anything, why are they dancing? And I'm like, guys, I'm very, very cautious now about the way in which the narrative against certain players, and it's unfortunate because most of them are black. Do you know what I mean? It's unfortunate because ultimately, you guys, I almost put it in the group chat when I heard it. Yeah, like I'm watching all the content United based after the game's done, and my TV's on from the Chelsea game, and I'm listening to the post match analysis after it's done, and Tim Sherwood drops the thing about what's it called, playing like a rapper, Nicolas Jackson.
Hey, that was crazy.
Playing like Oscar. When I heard it, I said,
you know?
do you know what I mean?
He speak actor at the end of it as well, as if we didn't mean it like that.
Like he tried to cover it up with that actor thing, and I'm like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't even mind you talking like that if you keep the same energy for Jack Grealish and Phil Foden. I have no problem with that. Do you know what I mean? Because white privilege is being as whack as flipping or as unavailable as Harvey Barnes and not getting any criticism. And then you go to the upper echelons of price tags, being as high valued as Jack Grealish, and because you've won the treble, nobody talks about you. Do you know what I mean? So going back to the United thing, I'm like, listen, Amad, you've done your thing, but let Rashford be a cautionary tale that you really can't enjoy yourself unless you're performing and winning. Because even Saka is arguably Arsenal's most important player since Mesut Ozil. Yeah, the guy has never been England's worst player. He's never been England's worst player. They were killing him for missing a penalty. So Rashford has done enough for people to scrutinize him, 100%. But the way people are talking about this guy, because the club have put him up for sale, I'm like, guys, you know we're all calling him the new Dwight York in 2015. And I'm like, guys, that's why I was very careful about even the critique of Mbappe. Because I'm like, guys, you're a hero today. You're a hero today. Tomorrow, they might tell you, brother, you're a rapper. You play like a rapper. What kind of nonsense is that? Do you know what I mean?
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, what does that even mean? So, yeah, for me, apart from all of that, it's mad because that was my takeaway from the game. I should be celebrating a win against City, but that was because I was like, wow, this is mad. Do you know what I mean? But
I mean, the manager said, you know what, like when they obviously spoke about Rashford and whatnot, he said, look, it's nothing to do with disciplinary or like anything of that nature. And he says, like, tomorrow's a new day. And he said, it's a new week, it's a new life. I mean, I thought that was hilarious, first and foremost.
Wait, did he actually say it's nothing to do with disciplinary?
Yeah, he said it wasn't to do with that. And he repeated, he said, I repeat.
Why was he not in the squad?
Oscar, I asked somebody this question today. I said, who should be more angry after a manager's public critique? Jadon Sancho after Ten Hag or Marcus Rashford? The guy said Sancho. I said, how? The guy has been taken out of the matchday squad in the biggest fixture of his season. Yeah. And after that, not even after that, around that fixture, maybe Thursday onwards, I've heard multiple reports of the guy being put up for sale. And the guy said that Marcus Rashford, I've watched him in training. He basically said, I've watched him in training. I watch everything. I watch what players do. I watch how they put on their clothes. I watch how they get themselves to train. What's the difference between what he said and what Ten Hag said about Sancho? What's the difference?
What Ten Hag said was nicer and clearer.
But this is my point. And it feels like people have taken more to this as being acceptable than what happened to Sancho.
Yeah, because I think he doesn't like overtly, because after with the Ten Hag thing, it's like she's training bad. Like, and that's what a lot of
And he
people took away from it.
say that. And he didn't say that. He said he's
Yeah,
not the standards at Manchester United in training. That is
I was against Ten Hag for a lot, but that's one of the few times I was stood with him 100%.
That's implied. Yeah, I think most of us, isn't it? Me, Adrian, we were all like, Ten Hag didn't really do anything wrong here.
He didn't do anything wrong. You know, and for me, I feel like Rashford is. Yeah, listen, I'm reading that it's something to do with like a recent night out as well. Like it's not even.
That's what. So the rumor that I heard was that him and Garnacho were on like a night out, and that's why they went.
Get them out, man. Get rid of the dross, blood. Again. If you're not about the football, dip.
David,
we got rid of Aubameyang for less, bro.
100%. You know what they said? You know what they said, that it was interesting as well. The Guardian Sports says that Manchester United feel that Rashford is key. The sale of Rashford is key to a cultural reset. I said, "Yo,
that bad."
Even if it's a loss, you get rid.
No, but this is why I didn't care if we won or lost, because to me, you set the example that if his head top can get blown off, none of you are safe.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, if you don't get value for him, just bruv.
I'll take £5.
No, the thing is as well. You're saying if he goes, then none of you are safe. I mean, that's been there since Ronaldo was taken out. You know what I mean? Ronaldo was taken off, and like.
Okay, go on.
I genuinely think. Like, honest. Say again.
I don't know if it's the same thing. I think.
I think
Ronaldo wanted to go.
Ronaldo wanted to go, but at the same time, it was like, you got Ronaldo and Sancho back-to-back years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a case of like, if it takes Rashford for people to realize it, then obviously they've just been living under a rock.
But if you watch Rashford's Ronaldo's interview here, he keeps talking about these players.
Sorry, there's a goal at the Stadio Olimpico. I have to bring it to your attention, people. Lazio 0, Inter Milan 1. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Oh, we love that. We love every ounce of that. We can get back to that.
We don't care, bro.
Listen, I freaking care.
You know what? Speaking of Hakan, what a redemption arc, man.
What do you mean?
Not because when was it AC he was at?
He was there before.
Yeah.
There was a lot of chat that he was finished. Because I remember his name as one of the young number 10s. Was it at Leverkusen?
Yes.
Was he at Leverkusen? He was at.
It was Leverkusen, yes.
Like, I remember they were saying he's finished. And it's like, at Inter, he's had a resurgence, man. As far as on the world stage, playing for Turkey, playing for Inter, I think he's had bigger stock, like, put on his name. Do you know what I mean?
Fair dude.
That's just a prime example of coaching. They're like, you know what, this guy, you're not explosive, physically you're not great, but guess what?
He's not the quickest. Yeah.
You can see the game. Let's just drop you deeper. Express yourself. Yeah, man. What a redemption.
His tech is supreme.
Oh, it's like that. Now you see why I'm a romantic. Now you see, like, when I like 2 or 3 attributes, because that's something I would have done. When I like 2 or 3 attributes of a man, I'll try and fix them, bro. You see it?
That's the best of Mr. Builder player.
Yeah. You know what? Back to the United talk. I do genuinely think if United, I mean, if you're Ralph Rangnick, you must be thinking, for flip's sake, like, how's he got the rubber clean?
I know,
but
guys, I've been saying,
you're hoping that Ruben Amorim gets that time whereby he can actually do the open heart surgery for this club, because it seems like he's got the similar job Mikel had when he joined Arsenal. And it's a case of, will they back him to the nines with this, or will they kind of half bake it? And then it's like, let's just say they go on a 10-game losing streak, Man United, right? Do they then pull the trigger because, we need to win games, even though he's doing another job, he's doing another work where the results will not come now. They'll probably come in a season or 2 time.
But that's why I was really happy with Amorim's start. I'm happy we didn't blam Ipswich. I'm happy it was a dross game. Because if we had battered them, there would have been a false dawn, false hope. United fans would have said, we're back. Do you know what I mean? Like, cook crack. They would have said we're out here, 21 is coming. So, like, a lot of our wins have come with a lot of critique, a lot of it's not been glamorous for 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean? There's still a lot of work to do, but the fact that we can give you can give fans a boost and think, not all hope is lost. We can still beat Man City. We're still capable. It's better than nothing. at the same time, in terms of what you're saying about them giving him time, I think that remains to be seen. But this Rashford thing is huge, guys. He is an academy product who has made it. He's made it to the like all the kids we have now want to be Marcus Rashford in stature.
Yeah.
So
Kind of sad.
Adrian, I'm looking at this thinking, wow, like this is happening.
But where did it go wrong? Because United boy, he supported the club his whole life. He's got the honour, he's got the privilege. He plays for United week in, week out. I guess maybe this is part of the problem. He's on fat wages. But how does he go from that young, hungry kid to a 26-year-old just skulking on the pitch? Like, what happened to him?
I don't really get your question, because I think we've seen it happen in front of our eyes. Like, of course, yeah.
I was going to say, answer Adrian's question, doing too much off the pitch. I get it during COVID, okay, help the kids, cool. But then it's now this generation of we've got to now brand
it's deeper than that, David. It's deeper than that.
I'm just giving my take.
No, I know, but I think your take is the take a lot of people are gonna have. And I think there's a lot of things. This guy.
Yes, come on. DiMarco with making it 2-0 for Inter Milan. Oh,
hey, he's one of the best wing backs.
He's on friggin' fire. He's on fire.
He's cold.
He's on friggin' fire. Has a bit of a howler, but yeah.
His head's a bit of a bad one.
When it comes to Rashford, I think it's just taking its toll. The time has taken its toll on him. Like he's been in a Manchester United side that has not really progressed around him. Realistically, an informed Rashford would be one of their best players when the quality of that doesn't add up around the rest of the league. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he's grown up in front of our eyes and playing every week. It's not a big deal to him anymore. He's playing for Manchester United every week because he's the number 10.
But I think there's a lot of details that people have missed. Again, I think like David saying he's a criminal. Rashford is 100% a failed wonder kid. 100%.
Do you know? I'd argue, guys. My opinion on it is this: I think there was a stage where Rashford was obviously like he came into the side and it was like great, that kind of the Amad vibe type of thing. He's coming to the side and he's really doing well. He's, we didn't expect how great he would be, especially to the non-Man United people. But then there comes a point where like there's that part of the growth that I think got stunted for him, because I think at some time. I think Keane said this years ago, where it was like there isn't enough bodies around Rashford to kind of nurture him on the way up.
You're saying exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, and I genuinely think like there comes that point where like, okay, it seemed to me, I don't know what you lot think, but it seemed to me like Rashford at one point carried United on his back, and at that point, that's not his position to be doing at that stage.
Never.
Literally, it was a broken back. He broke his back.
I got a rebuttal.
Go on.
You look at a player like Cesc Fabregas when he was with us, carrying us for time, bro.
Yeah,
but okay.
No, hold on. Let me land.
Let me finish, Oscar. Let me finish.
Let me land. Obviously, the team around us is dross, but you could still see my man's quality, bro.
Two things.
Do that.
Two things.
He was surrounded by Shamak,
David,
bro.
David, two things. You're not comparing Marcus Rashford to Cesc Fabregas. We're not doing that.
You can just compare.
No, you can't.
Academy product. Academy product.
Sorry. What I mean is by talent.
But Pete, he's not doing that. He's not.
No, but hey, honest, this is my problem with the question. When you say is Rashford a failed wonder kid, I don't think Rashford was ever a wonder kid.
Was ever a wonder kid, exactly. I don't think he was.
Wonder kid.
No, as in, you're right in terms of he wasn't Martial. He wasn't Golden Boy. But
he wasn't even a Greenwood.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And Oscar, you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, I think I don't know if Nat is saying this, but I think he's saying that there's a terminology you use when you say, oh, there was a trajectory that Rashford should have been on in 2015 based on what we saw in his first 2-3 months. Yeah. So let's use the term wonder kid loosely here for the sake of So if you look at somebody who scores on his debut in the Europa League, scores against Arsenal in his Premier League debut, scores against City in his City debut, And he has 2 seasons. They're not consecutive. He has 2 seasons where he is on 17 goals in the Premier League. And this is the younger version of him. So this was 2021. So this was 23-year-old Rashford, 2024. You think to yourself, and then the season where he scores 17 the last time, he scores 30 in all comps for United. These are all the seasons where he was at his absolute best. And the little quality we did have, Rashford seemed to be an integral part of the team. So let me just use the word wonder kid loosely here. If you look at those things, if you look at those 2 seasons, Peter's point is spot on, because I feel like Rashford is a criminal on one hand for not dealing with his own development by being, these loosely termed phrases like first in training, last to leave, etc., etc. There was an investment into his ability that he could have had. Do you know what I mean? Where you build the man you are instead of hoping that it's going to be a group effort to build you as a player. But at the same time, you also have the club who we have Manchester United are criminals, guys. Let's just have it right. When you look at the development of all of the youngsters we've had who've made it into our starting 11, how many guys this is a real Jose Mourinho where they play and if they play, because Martial is in Greece.
At 29, by the way, 28.
No, guys. When I watched the 2 of them in the FA Cup run in 2015, I genuinely believe, guys, we had our New York and Co. I genuinely believe that they had the ability to go far. Now, for me, I look at somebody like Rashford at 19, 18, Martial the same way, and I think, well, a good offensive coach could really deal with them. Now, depending on how you interpret what Jose said, when De Boer said that Jose is the worst coach to develop these players, and Jose said, "You're the worst coach in Premier League history, 7 games, 7 losses." Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look at it from that perspective, I always thought De Boer was right, but obviously, when a guy's winning with these guys, what can you really say? And
the thing with Jose, wouldn't you argue that Jose kind of put the onus on Rashford more than probably him developing him?
Jose is a man's man.
Because you saw how he dealt with Dele Alli. We saw that on camera.
He is never going to coddle you and say that it's on the club to develop you. He entrusts you with your life. And
he's
so
a 1960s, 1970s manager,
he's an old school coach, and that's why men, quote unquote.
Even it's how Joe Cole survived. Because exactly. Joe Cole went through the fire in 04, 05, 06.
Mourinho speaks about that. He says like, when I met Lampard and John Terry, they were 22, 23, but they were men. Like they weren't like 22-year-olds now are like boys. They need to be told what to do. He's like, I met those guys as men, and I think those are the kind of players I particularly liken Rashford to, because I don't think Rashford was like this supreme talent from 16 that we all knew was going to come in. He came in and did very well, kind of like a Lampard or a Terry, but then the team got better around them. And even when I look at a player like Bukayo Saka, it's the same thing. Like, Bukayo Saka came in, great, consistent, similar to Rashford did, the way they both broke into their teams. But then Bukayo Saka had the benefit of Arsenal getting better around him,
100%.
And then his levels rose at the same time. Rashford's been in the most dysfunctional club to try and grow your career with no real star quality or experienced leadership around him. It's been hard on the kid.
And to me, it's a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary tale, man. Because look at why Amad is our best player in that game. Look at the team he's in. Just look at this team. Like, this, what you're seeing is not necessarily players' ability. It's purely coaching.
But also, would you argue intelligence? Because even if you're a Marcus Rashford, surely he could see the wood through the trees at Man United and think, do you know what? Maybe I need to get out of here from the development of my own career, of my own personal attributes.
What Oscar said earlier, to me is spot on about the fact that, like, when you look at the people around you, you're not incentivized to do well. Do you know what I mean? I think United create the monster when they give him 350 a week. I think they create the monster when they give him the number 10
But
shirt.
some people might perform better when they're given that. You know, like you get different types of people. You either cuddle them and you get the best out of them, or you roll them with an iron fist and you get the best out of them. It's adapting.
You know what?
Of the thing.
You know, he's always sounded like he speaks well, like he speaks like somebody who has mentality.
Yeah.
But over time, the evidence has shown me otherwise. Because different managers have trusted him and he's let different managers down, and he's also given different managers the reason to trust him. I believe he got the number 10 under, was it Jose or Oli? I've forgotten. I don't know who it was, but Oli was the one who I think he gelled with the most. Oli was the one where I think he played his best football.
Quite possibly.
At the same time, Oli is the one that, on the other hand, the downfall of Rashford began the year he was overused. He had a spinal injury and he had a floating bone in his ankle that Oli never medical department didn't deal with. Do you know what I mean? And since then, we've had the most inconsistent Rashford. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, David, that was crazy.
What's happening at the Vitality, guys? We need to move the conversation on as well towards Man City. But yeah. Lost things.
Yeah, cool.
Wasn't that Suchek?
Yeah, that's not Cucurella.
Suchek. My bad.
Oh no, it's Cucurella. It's Cucurella.
Are you sure?
That man all look the same.
You're taking that.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was crazy stuff.
That was Suchek.
It was Suchek. I'm looking at it trying to see who it was.
That's crazy.
Like a Sifal says, spinning. Yeah, you can. But anyway.
But flipping, yeah, I want to move on to City. But yeah, the Rashford thing the Rashford thing reminds me of like all the other players we've had. Just a tragedy written all over it, man. And it's a shame because at one point in time I was a fan. One point in time,
yeah. Do we believe that player is still there?
Not at Man United.
No, United. I mean,
even under Amorim, who seems to be like he seems like somebody who's like, look, listen, if you don't put in the shift, you're gone.
Do you know what's crazy about
Amorim?
You know what's crazy about Amorim? Amorim is the manager that is closest in age to Rashford.
It's like 12 years. Yeah, it's only 12 years.
And he is like, nah, you're not it,
bro. Amorim played for Portugal. I remember seeing him come off the bench for Portugal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny that his hair is like how it is now, because this guy was moving on a Wesley Schneider thing back in the day.
What back then?
Yeah,
but that in itself shows you his mentality.
Well, I'm not here for flick and hair. I'm not here for gel.
What?
I'm here. You know what it is, guys? I tell you what, guys. I love this about, in a world that's become so woke and so soft and so sensitive and so offended and all this. I like it when a manager or a player, like when you see your Michael Jordans of this world. We watched it during the pandemic, The Last Dance. You saw the mentality, you saw the animal that he is.
Elite documentary.
You see people like it's a phenomenal documentary. I mean, even just Kobe Bryant. When I look at some of the interviews of Kobe Bryant, and I think, my God, this is the level. I need to do this in my own life. Do you know what I'm saying? These are the levels, right? When I see an Amorim, or even when I saw like a Mikel come in, when it's a case of like, no, we are not here to play frigging games.
Mikel's it should be put on a DVD, by the way.
You need to see it again. You need to watch it again, people. But like, just just the little things of like, even as you said, you mentioned it earlier, Ernest. When Amorim was talking, he was literally saying about, I assess everything. I assess how you communicate with the rest of the team. I assess how you dress. This is the sort of stuff I love. This is the sort of, and this is why for me it's like, if when we're talking about, can you go away to New York? Can you go and do this? Can you do blah, blah, blah? For me, it's like you're on duty, blood. Like, we are here to work for 10 months solid, and then you guys can go ahead, do what you want in the off season.
What's the West Ham guy's name?
What's that? Sorry.
What's your former goalkeeper's name?
Flapianski.
Oh my gosh, that's a great save. Great save.
That's what we call him.
I've seen him pull up a couple this season, and I'm like, all right.
It was all right.
But then the ball was scoring from these hands at the near post, and it's like, oh, yeah.
Absolutely has to score, bro.
Yeah.
But
no, Pete, you're right.
I just love men being men,
and football has lost its men.
Yep.
Yeah. Football's lost its
society men. Has lost it. Society has,
and football is always.
Did you discontinue the class?
Say again.
What real men are a discontinued cloth? Did I make them like that no more?
Listen, they don't make him like that. No
Like,
more.
you know when you
Society has lost its men. He wants this to be a rental podcast.
Society has lost its men, man. Come on.
No. That's 100% true. That's 100% true.
It is.
We have men who lack self-control, who have no drive, who have no purpose.
And by the way, I include myself in this thing of like there are traits of me, guys, I despise because of this world and today's era we're in. I kid you not. If I was born in the 80s and the 70s, look at our parents, for goodness sake. Different breed, these lot.
Yeah.
No nonsense with them. These men moved country and started a new life.
I don't think
what?
Looking after the home here, looking after the home back home. Brother.
I had the same discussion at the shop here where I was telling man, do you know what it means to move to London at the age of 25?
It's madness.
Not know a thing about the society
madness, bro.
And graft. And that's why, to me, it's a shame, because when you listen to people like Roy Keane talk, their issue is literally that to be at Man United, the level, and this is where I agree with David and Adrian's perspectives on things. This is where I agree. For them to be at the top level, there are things you cannot have in your CV. The thing that I'm looking at with Rashford is the fruit that we are seeing from this tree is, if you are going to be going on nights out, splurging, getting drunk on days that you're meant to be in training, your head is on Mars. So you're not here with us. And Amorim has seen it. We are in his second month of management at Man United, and he has already assessed Marcus Rashford is not fit for purpose. They need to play that video of on FIFA where the manager and the player lead you, and the coaches lead you outside of the club.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I think you guys have hit the nail on the head because you're bang on, especially Peter's point about, Kobe, Michael Jordan, Ronaldo, all of these elite, Salah, the players that played with them. When you ask them what was it like to share a dressing room with Ronaldo, they say this guy was doing extras every game. It wasn't.
You knew the soft.
He couldn't be like everybody else. He couldn't.
Yeah,
it didn't sit well with him in his soul to do what everyone else was doing. He had to do more.
Go watch the documentary of All or Nothing Juventus. Go watch Ronaldo's mentality there. But also, the people that are soft are the ones that will say things like, "Oh, he was horrible to be around." Because some people are here for a good time, and some people are here to do work.
When they said Alexis Sanchez demanded too much, you wanted to win too much.
Bro, I wanted them all gone. I wanted them all gone. As soon as I heard that, I wanted them all gone. Because I looked at Bellerin, and I looked at friggin' Ramsey, and I looked at Alexis Sanchez, and I knew exactly what I was picking out of that three.
Amanda, do you know what it is? It's the S word, standards, and that's what I think. And that's what I think Amorim is bringing back to Manchester United. And if I'm a United fan, I don't give a damn what the next 10, 15, 20 games look like. I don't care. I don't care if it's WLD, WDLLL. Because no. Because what you're getting here is you're getting a real man. And regardless of what I think about Rashford, look, Rashford is throwing himself fine. But I think structurally, there's been a massive failure where there's no standards at Man United.
What you're getting, Adrian, what you're also getting, because you're spot on, is deep roots.
Facts.
Because ultimately, the evidence is there that we have been utter garbage. We have been bin juice for 11 years. So you lot are like me. You like stats. You like evidence. I don't care about chat.
Nope.
You talk about you're the biggest club in the world. The evidence in the last 11 years suggests you don't care. You're not on it. You're not really about having your name in conversations like Juventus, like Bayern Munich, like Real Madrid, like Barcelona. You don't want to have those conversations, because ultimately, when a man's asking you to not go out and to stay in your yard and be boring and train your bum off, you're not on it. So you don't want it too much.
And also, man, then, I just get on that point. Forget about Roy Keane. Forget about Paul Scholes, David. Do you know what you need to see? Nicky Butt, Phil Neville. As Ernest is saying, boring. As Ernest is saying, standard bearers. As Ernest is saying, people in that squad who will do what it takes to win. And when you've got 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, that's when you'll start to see that these standards have been poor for 13 years. There's a switch. It starts to change. And United start to compete again. Ernest,
Man like to look at Evra like a joker. Yeah, Evra is a 4 or 5 time Premier League winner.
It's a proper athlete.
That's a man that when he talks, yes, there's jokes in it, but he means what he's saying. He's played with Ballon d'Or winner, like a Ballon d'Or winner. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Manchester United is everything from the root needs to be taken out, air out the cream.
And don't forget, Ernest, you will remember this. Evra's debut at Manchester United.
Oh, come on, man!
One of the worst debuts of all
when he
time.
had no trim.
And he got hooked at halftime. And Sir Alex said, don't do nothing but watch the next 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That changed his career.
Watch what
changed his career.
Yeah. I'll never forget when he hooked off Raphael in the season we won the league.
When you beat
at
Reading.
Reading
away.
Stadium. Yeah. Raphael was, I don't know if it was just me, but voted like the most improved player that season. Because if you don't see the standard, you don't know what the standard is. And that's what Rashford has not seen, and therefore he has become. It is such a shame.
Yep.
Speaking of standards, Manchester City. I mean,
I told you lot.
The drop in standards, shall we say?
My God.
Okay, so here's an image I'm trying to get through, right? Because you already know where my stance is with Manchester City. I think they're still firmly in this title race. I don't think they're not. I can't confirm and say they're not going to win the league this year. I don't have that confidence whatsoever. Because with everything going on, 1 win in 11 and everything else like that, they are still, I think they're 5th in the league, aren't they? I think they're still however many points, 6 points. Is it 6 points or 9 points? I'm not sure. Behind Liverpool. This is a bad time for City. But when you look at the numbers, it suggests that this is repairable and City can still win this league. What are your T's?
Guys, they have forgotten how to play football. That's it. I know the Rodri injury, everyone's going to put, bro, these guys have forgotten how to play football. Doku is coming inside forward, trying to play. Spread the pitch, bruv. City at their best, the wingers were wide. You leave Foden and De Bruyne to do their job. Gundogan, I know he's old, but bro, you get the ball in space in the final third, and you're going backwards still. Bruh,
did you think that's probably part of the problem, Davids? Like two of the people you mentioned there, the combined age is like 65. Legs are gone, bro.
No. I know legs are gone, but bro, up here you still got it, bro. Man, them have just forgotten how to play. Turn blood, all this possession business. I hate this new generation of Premier League midfielders, bro. Possession's not always. Just keep, bro. Get the ball and turn, bro. Man, them are not turning, bro. Everyone's playing safe. And that's where the mistakes. I had the funny thing, even in the first half when they score, like, United are going to get something here. Because see, I'm not serious, bro.
City and United have the same problem. They both lack quality. When you look at Mateus Nunes, Pep's first assessment of him was his first touch was poor. This is his second season, I believe. He is not it. Whatever it looks like, he is not it.
I mean, what he's doing, he had an awful game yesterday. Bro. But the thing is, it dawned on me that he was playing, was it right back? Nice. And I wonder why. Because he's been.
I think Pep is experimenting with players that are just not of the level, and he's thinking that the 28 guys are still here.
Go back to basics, bro. When things are going wrong, go back to basics, bro. Because right now, Guardiola, bro, your team's not.
Where's the basics, Steve? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm stumped. I'm stumped looking at this Man City team. Like, I genuinely don't know how to get the best out of them.
I think when Manchester City don't have the ball, I can clearly see why they concede so many chances and why it's important, like why it's easy to break them down. They're not very good at pressing. They're languid. You can play through them. There's always an opportunity to catch them on the break because they have a what's the word? Compact shape. Yeah. When they have the ball, I don't know what I'm with Adrian in that. I don't know what's going wrong with them on the ball. I don't get it.
The problem is, and Arsenal also have this problem, they've lost their best 6. The one who knows how to dictate tempo, he's in the position. You man, do not come back here, bruv. I got this covered. I don't need you over here. Go play. I'll protect them. That's what they're missing. Kovacic ain't it. Gundogan ain't it. They need to go in the market for a backup for Rodri. That is pretty much it. Because everyone is just flustered. What's his? I don't even know how to play. He's inverting. He don't know. Everyone's just in each other's way. That's why it just looks mad.
But also, David, with Rodri, yeah?
These performances were coming, man.
Mm.
These performances were coming. If you watched them last year, guys, they were getting away with bloody murder last season.
I can't remember.
And I believe was it? No, Oscar was talking about Madrid. He wasn't talking about City. But Oscar kept saying like Madrid have done this all like for time, but City have done this as well for time. They get away with it, and it's almost like because they've won, no one can really, at least in this country, pundits ain't really going to give them the critique until it gets bad, and it's like, oh my gosh, Guardiola really isn't that good at defending. Do you know what I mean? Doku isn't great apart from his 1v1 ability. Do you know what I mean? Foden is a system player. Like, if Haaland can't play football apart from finishing. Like, these things were there last year.
Grealish hasn't scored in a year.
Yeah, for real. Grealish really has been pants for 3 years. They don't make these comments until it's that bad. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it's one thing I've clocked is Pep has never really had a crisis. He's never had a moment of like when Jose finished 10th. He's always had things in a league where there's only one other competitor, and it's just, like things are smooth sailing. Maybe he'll flop in the Champions League, but this is a crisis for him.
Question.
Yeah.
Did the new signing, the like extended contract of Guardiola's come in the midst of this or just before it?
I think my theory is they were going to sign Amorim. That is my theory. When they got the sporting director from Sporting, the rumors had already been there that he was going to be the replacement. Do you know what I mean? I believe Barbarada, because he'd been there before, knew all of this and said, if we don't move now, we're not getting it. And then there's the reports that Amorim told City he's only going to come in the summer. Do you know what I mean? And he's not willing to go to a job where he doesn't know if Pep's going to stay another year or not. And then we went in and then we paid the release clause, and the CEO was like, bro, if you don't take this now, we don't know if they're going to come back. That's why he came this quickly. So my belief was that he was meant to be a City manager. That's what I think.
So, because the reason I ask it is because I'm just wondering whether City are just done and tired of these tactics of Guardiola, done with the Guardiola type of approach to football and everything else. Barcelona had this. You're saying he's never had a crisis like this before. But what seems to smell of the same soup is Barcelona final season and Bayern Munich final season were 2 seasons where they did exceptionally well. They done their thing. They won the league and everything else, right? But when Bayern got Ancelotti, right, they were like, thank God it's over, because they were just so done with being drilled to the nines, where they performed exceptionally well, but they've just run out of the steam. I think the quality of play, I think you guys have made good points, definitely. I think the quality is not exactly as it once was. But year after year after year, I mean, you win 4 Premier League titles in a row, right? And you go again for number 5. You go again trying to, attain the Champions League as well, which even that looks in jeopardy. So it's not even just league form, where sometimes, you got another competition where it's like, okay, we can take our mind off the league and go elsewhere and do our thing in the cup. They're out of the League Cup. Champions League is looking bleak, right? I think they'll still go through, but it's bloody bleak at the moment for them. I just wonder if the players and the squad after that extension thought, "Bun this, man." Like I have, because I look at De Bruyne yesterday, for example. I look at Bernardo Silva. I look at Gundogan. I'm looking at players that cannot be asked because the quality is just not is nowhere near the level. You know, we're talking about standards, and we're talking about precision and everything else. Like, they're not even doing the basic stuffs right.
Like Peter, yeah. There's a moment where KDB is open, yeah. He's in space. They don't give it to him.
Yeah.
And when he's marked by Gotti, that's what they decided. I'm like, these guys, their heads are gone, bro.
Because even the goal City score, you see Guardiola's reaction. Now, on one hand, people would think, what's wrong with Guardiola? He's such a nutcase that he was even stressing at the goal because he knew the goal was fake. You know what I mean? Like, it come off a deflection. It was a poor cross. Oh, there's been a goal again at the Olimpico, I have to be said. Nicolas Barella makes it 3-0 for Internazionale. Anyway, you know, even the goal that City score, it's like so flukish. You know, United did well to defend or tried to defend. It come off a ricochet. It was a poor cross to begin with, ricocheted, and Guardiola probably thought, well, if no one else is going to head to this, I might as well just knock it in, type of thing, right? But it just seems like a team that is just like, can we get Ancelotti, please? You know what I mean? Like, give me a top quality manager that can take the foot off the frigging gas. Because this guy he's still on the motorway 120 mile an hour. Look at him. You know, Ernest is calling him a fiend, right? But look at him. He is still, you know what I mean, 100 miles an hour. And the players are just not reacting nor responding. And something tells me like he almost, you know, look, the January window's coming up, so all could be done and finished, right? But at the same time, I'm thinking, Guardiola needs to go away for a week and just leave the players alone for a week, just for a week, you know, because they all look off. I mean, even when, what's his name, Grealish come off the bench, right? And I just said, you're not ready for this. He didn't even walk on the pitch yet. I just looked at him. You know, the hair is longer than usual. I'm looking at De Bruyne's hair. Why is your hair longer than usual? You know what I mean? I'm clutching at straws here. But what I'm saying is like, I'm just looking at these players that don't look like they're serious for the job. They don't look like they're serious for the job.
Yeah, Grealish is trash. Doku's beginning to look like Grealish.
Nat says Grealish is pound for pound the worst transfer in Premier League.
Bro, can someone tell me what he does, please?
No, here's the thing, though. I'll say this about Grealish, right? Grealish is definitely one of the most talented players that there is in the Premier League. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. No, let's have it right. But when it comes to playing for City, he's not at the level. He's just not at the level.
He the worst.
He can't swing. He can't swing.
I think he's probably the worst 100 mil.
But he's a prime example, guys, of mentality. This is a prime example.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about with Rashford? Because with Rashford, it's still a bit like, we could say a lot about Rashford's mentality, but even then, we're still not like concrete 1,000,000% all the way there. We know that Grealish is a pisshead. Number one. Right? We knew that already. Right? And it's 4 at Olimpico. Mr. Denzel Dumfries makes it 4 for Internazionale, beating Lazio. Lazio are getting that pump action blood. What?
Home as well. Mental.
Getting pumped. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Grealish, when he was at Villa, was a player who you could say, do you know what? He's happy to be there. He's having fun with his football. He's so good at it. And he had the license and the freedom to roam. But he's gone into he's got to Oxford University and he cannot hang.
Bro, yeah, you're right. He's flipping Ravensbourne. Where he must have come in on a skateboard and a beanie hat and do some tech stuff. And he's coming into because bro, let's be honest. When you look at what Man City needed to sort of get to the next level, right? Jack Grealish wasn't the answer. Like, it was never an issue of creativity. It was never an issue of getting the ball into the box, having shots. So it's like, well, hang on a minute. You've got Grealish, and then you're instructing him to not even do the stuff he was doing at Villa that made him great anyway. So he's taking that out of his game. And it's like, well, what the hell do you think's going to happen? You know, you're going to get a player that looks like a former shell of himself.
Yeah. In fairness, though, you used to play on the left wing for Man City before you arrived? I even forget. Sterling.
I think
Sterling.
Probably Sterling. So, you know, Grealish, you'd argue, is an upgrade on Sterling. I think we can definitely say that. And I think it's that thing of, we all thought under Guardiola, man, Grealish could go to the next level.
No, I never thought that.
Is it? Okay, I genuinely
I
did.
thought he was a Man United player.
In terms of like what Bruno Fernandes type thing.
I thought because he didn't strike me as a guy who wants a possession style team.
At all. Yeah, no.
Or he puts the work in, or somebody puts the work in. Like
I understand what you mean. But I genuinely thought Pep had a plan for this kid.
Nah,
Like, I thought
I did. Yeah, I did.
Maybe I was gonna say maybe.
I can make him greater than he is.
Let's look at the patterns, Oscar. Pedro, David Villa, Messi, Robin, Lewandowski, Ribery, Sterling, Sane, Aguero.
Mahrez
What is the pattern you see? All the wingers are lock pickers. Sterling, Grealish is not that.
What's a lock picker? Sorry.
Yeah, but
if Doku was a Super Saiyan, that's what he would be.
no, I understand that, and I think for the wide players, that's clearly where he features. But he's still like used creative midfielders. Like he's still used. I didn't always see Grealish hugging the touchline like them man would, but inside, I thought he'd do something. Clearly, I was wrong.
I didn't see the need. I think I don't know if it was in a group chat or was at the shop. I said, guys, this creative midfielder instead of winger thing that he did when they won the treble, I thought Pep got it wrong. But clearly, what do I know? They won a treble. It was only the year after it started to show like this is not working, guys. And so when they're not winning stuff, he looks even worse. Yeah, it's not it, man.
Right, let's move on to the next game because we've done a lot of Manchester Derby talk.
All right, I'm out then, guys. Yeah.
All right, then, thanks for playing enough, man. Do that yourself.
Right,
you don't know. Let's move things on because I think Liverpool here, right? I think they've handed out a lifeline. Wait a minute, running down the wing
as one person leaves,
Christmas.
He comes in. Yeah.
Hello, mold wine. Too much mold wine.
There's too much mold wine in there.
There's too much mold wine
in your cut.
Could not miss this podcast. I'm here, people. I know we've just gone through the United section.
That sounded Flemish.
But, a lot of language spoken tonight. But I'm here, innit? Big up Ernest for covering. But I'm here.
Mate, you got Christmas 2 minutes.
All that stuff. I got 2 minutes.
Go for it. 2 minutes.
He plays for United. He's from the Ivory Coast. Amad Diallo. Let's go. Oh, guys, people. I don't know. I was listening to the last minutes of the podcast. It felt a little bit down. And I was like, where is the joyous? Man City taking L's wherever they go. I'm going to live this up, boys. So, anyways, I'm here. We're going to live this 2-1 to the boys. I was gassed yesterday. I am gassed today. Let's do this. What you got to say for me, Des? I helped the Arsenal boys out because you're still 3 points up. I helped the Chelsea boys out because now you get extended. So we're all here. Everyone eats. Everyone eats this Christmas.
Everyone's
yeah.
I'm very glad you sung the end of that song and not the beginning of it. We would have had a fight.
What's that to the tune of? I could have worked that out.
Salt and pepper. Push it. There's a whole song to it.
Yeah. It's a great chant. There's some falsehoods in there, but it's a great chant.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth today.
Is it a bit like he's better than Zidane?
Better than Drogba and the Tory bros.
Wow.
He's effing magic. And you already know his name is Amad Diallo.
Better than the audacity of United fans.
That's outrageous. And the Toure brothers.
Crazy.
You know how many trophies they've won combined compared to him? Flip it out, man.
Guys, I am guys.
Dons would beat Man City right now. Yeah,
we love that. We love that.
I want to put it past them. Especially at the
ask them.
You're a shameless
we had a similar chant for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It was fantastic.
But yeah, no, guys, I'm here. I'm happy. The Christmas party, it finished a little bit early. I said I'm on my way. There was no way. There's no way I can miss this podcast. No one bit.
Go on, you wax lyrical about you.
I'm eggnogged up. Right. let's keep it a buck. 75 minutes. This game was absolute dross. There was nothing good about this game, right?
I'd say more than 75, but
we matched Man City. When I said this in the group chat, we matched Man City on the field, and I said that I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because Man City have been awful, but we've been worse. However, I came to it and I said, you know what? If we actually look at the chances and look what's over, we actually deserve to win this game. Bruno, absolute criminal.
Whoa.
Because
you think so?
I think overall, we've had more chances. You look at the stats and all that stuff, and I know you got the eye test, but we had more chances. We had more expectations to actually score in general in Man City. They beat us on our weakest point, which is set pieces in general. And like I said, Arsenal beat us on that. Forest beat us on that. We are weak at set pieces.
Yeah, but you beat them on their weakest point, which was themselves.
And that's not my issue. So that's not what we're arguing here. Matthias Nunes, I don't know why you did that. I think his tackle was what caused City to panic. Because I think City's issue is that as soon as they concede a goal, they start panicking. I don't know why. And they're not acting like champions. So I don't know what's going on here. But if we look at the whole game in general, Amad is the only one that actually cared about this game, from my point of view. Quite literally. It was the only one that was running, didn't give up, kept trying and seeing what he can do. His finish was absolutely naughty. And
I blame Nunes for not clearing that off the line either, because he doesn't even.
Yeah, he jumped over the ball.
Well, he jumped back first of all because Cavani bust a gut, right? It was bursting a gut to get to that ball, and then Nunes, had he ran in the same vein, he would have cleared that ball off the line.
So Edison as well does a cover himself in flowers.
No. I think Everson got beat. I think he got beat.
Emerson's was given. It was a hospital pass for Emerson. Really, Edison. Sorry, it was not. I heard Emerson in it anyway. It was one of them ones where I feel like Edison's just trying to what are you lot doing to me here? I don't think because if you let Diallo run. Right, you let him run, and then that's it. Like what? 1-on-1 with me? No, thank you very much.
Yo, what happened to the 2 minutes, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, we do got to move on, Pete. Come on,
we do have to move on. It's just
2 minutes. I'm just saying, I'm hearing it and all that stuff. Let's have a happy pod. Hold tight, the 3-point collectors. And by the way, I am drinking water because it's been funny evening.
I can see that fizz of the VOD. I can see the fizz of the VOD at the bottom.
No. I've even got the filter. It's all water.
Bro, man's got just liters of vodka in even the filter.
Guys, Bournemouth don't want to score, bro.
What's going on at the Vatelli?
So I've just turned on the game, and Bournemouth don't want to score.
Free blood.
Is it still 0-0?
Attack, blood.
It's still 0-0. Still 0-0. West Ham are doing a substitution.
How they've not scored, bro? Semano, blood. Sort it out, man.
Wow. Okay, Liverpool. Let's go to Anfield. We'll go to Anfield, where Liverpool had a 2-2 draw with Fulham. 10 men Liverpool, might I add, which kind of, you would think on one hand blew the title race wide open. But AD, what was your thoughts during this game? Because he was a fairly confident man even during the game itself, even when you were a goal down, 2 goals down, or 2-1 down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first thing first. Let's just have it right. You're in a title race. You're at home to Fulham. That's a game you win. I don't give a damn. if you're down to 10 men. If you're playing against shoddy referees. Fact of the matter is. That's a game that you take in your stride. Fulham are a tough team, but you say, thank you very much. 2-0. You go about your business. I think. Two things obviously softens the result. One was the fact that Arsenal obviously drew their game, but then you said anything to yourself, well, hang in a minute, why don't we pour some dirt on these guys? You know what I mean? Why don't we actually sort of extend that lead? But you said, okay, Arsenal draw, so it's the same, as it stands, it's the same as it was before. And I think second thing is that obviously, don't get me wrong, the result was poor. but I saw a hell of a lot of positive signs from the side. And I think the point I sort of made to Peter with regards to this is how you play when you're 10 man down, because there was no feeling sorry for yourselves. There was no
Adrian, say the quote that you said properly. Don't try and soft it.
What was the quote?
Say what you said. Say what you said.
What did I say? I can't remember.
You said, and I quote, "I'm going to show you how we win with 10 men." It wasn't an attack on me. It was an attack on the Arsenal lot on how to win with 10 men. So you say it properly.
Sorry, I was wrong. We didn't win. And I think for me,
Can I ask you, what provoked you with that verse?
It was
because
why did you attack man with that verse?
Because I'm sick and tired of you Arsenal fans. You give it a big in. You're talking your bollocks off. You're the big dogs. You're the men in charge. But then every time something slightly goes against you, man. Oh, Odegaard is out for 7 weeks. We can't create no more. Oh, we conceded. We conceded again. We conceded a man against Brighton. Oh my days! I took off a striker and put on a CDM. So
question.
But then you have the audacity. Yeah, go on.
Question: was that for me and David though? Was me and David like that?
Yo, if you're collateral, so be it. I hate Arsenal. I hate all of you. All of you can get the smoke. All of you can get the smoke. All of you. It's like oh my days. All of a sudden, you go down to 10 men and it's impossible to attack. You go down to 10 men and it's impossible to put the ball in the flipping net. So, and I had enough. So I wanted this opportunity to show you how it's done. And unfortunately, we didn't do it. And that's my bad. But as I said,
I watched a video where somebody was talking. They were like, "Oh yeah, we were down to 10 men against Brighton. We were down to 10 men against Bournemouth. So the only game we really dropped points in is Newcastle." And I was like, "Huh?
Sick man.
Drop points. It don't matter how many men you had on the pitch. You drop points.
Sick man." And I think Arne Slot he's a tactical wizard, because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my days, we're down to 10 men. Don't take off a forward and put on Joel Kwanzaa, whatever you do." I'm seeing this guy, what he does, right? Slight tweak. He goes with a midfield two of Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. He then moves Gravenberch into centre half. He's playing Gakpo at wing back, and he says, "Hang on a minute, okay, this isn't working." He does another tweak. He then moves Gomez out to left back. I think he kept on tweaking up until we got a level of control, we got a level of dominance within the game, and I think for long periods of that game, I didn't even notice we were a man down, if I'm being perfectly honest. As I said, the result is immensely disappointing, and I absolutely hate dropping points, and it's unacceptable. I don't give a damn if you had 10 men. You go and you win that game. But I love the fact that we scored twice. Absolutely, yeah. And I love the fact that we scored twice. We didn't win.
How is Endo coming in here saying, "Oh, I was really impressed with our response to going behind"? Peter, that's how you play with 10 men. We had Fulham in a headlock. You didn't win.
No, absolutely. No. I agree with Endo's point, because I think ultimately, whilst we didn't win, and that's an L, and we have to hold that L, we dropped 2 points against Fulham at home in the league in December. And by the same time, you saw signs from this team that it's like, okay, they've got some resolve, they've got something about them. Our coach is tactically flexible, and I hate to say this, but on another day, we should go on and ultimately go on to win that game. So whilst it's disappointing, there are tons of positives we can take from that game. One of them being Diogo Jota. And I'm sorry, but it's like, as much as I love Darwin Núñez, when you see the way Diogo Jota takes that ball in his strides and he just puts it away, it's like no questions asked. He didn't need no sighters. He's been out for like 2 months. Boom, back like he never left. And you just sit there and you just feel like, that's just what it looks like, unfortunately. When you got a top quality marksman. By the way, Anthony Robertson's proper. But it's like Salah it wasn't necessarily his greatest game, but again, he's decisive when he needs to. Wonderful pass. Gakpo comes steaming in at the back post. So for me, ultimately disappointing, but the mission statement shouldn't change. And and guess what, Peter? And this is why, Peter, bro, we need to go for some buffalo wings, man. As real men, you need to go. We need to go in oversized lumberjack shirts, boot cuts, some Timberland boots, and just chop it up as men. Because I'm so sorry, because as a Liverpool fan, as an Arsenal fan, your stance on whether you think and you believe your team should win the league or not, it doesn't change from Saturday. It simply shouldn't.
No.
So yeah, man, that's where I stand. Disappointing result, but I saw so many signs, so many positive signs to take, and I can say, you know what, this Liverpool side, they're built for it and they're for real.
Bro, wing stops in blue water, yeah? I'll hold you to it, bro.
Why blue water?
Because we're quite that way.
He makes a great point. Let's meet up and go some wings in a minute.
Stop in a minute, guys. Let's hit up with some wings.
Hey.
And winging.
Do you know what about this game?
You're muted, David. You're muted.
No, Westfield, Stratford, mate. That one's too hot. It's too hot. Bro. No.
It's just the number one problem with Westfield Stratford is there's more people than there is capacity. It's a farce. It's a freaking farce in that Westfield. It's an unbelievable farce.
Listen, Westfield Bush all day.
All day.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
I wanted the cheeky wing stop. I walk past, I see the queue coming out the thing. I was like, no, thank you. I'm never going there.
Bro, one time I went there, I went to the Stratford Westfield. I wanted to go Popeyes. It felt like I was in the GP. Why is there so many people there?
Yeah, they're taking the piss.
It felt like I was in line in the GP.
Bro. You got McDonald's on the other side. You got Pizza Hut on one end. You got some great, bruv. It's just I'm not doing it, bro.
Stratford Westfield sucks.
David's got truth. That's David's side still.
David's not got up.
David's not an op in them ends.
David is the op. It's not even like he's
David is who you check in with. That's David is who you check in with.
Comfy for him. You know
Adrian, I got a question for you. Endo says, Andy Robertson, is it time to leave the football before the football leaves you? This guy got cooked by Saka, Madueke, gave away pens versus Southampton and Madrid, and now a red card, which was very unnecessary against Fulham.
Foolish. Foolish. I think.
Was it a red card, first of all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
last man. Yeah.
Horrific red card, and then he completely takes out, he wipes out Harry Wilson.
I disagree.
Peter, do you know what though?
Go on.
But then this point was clarified to me, because they said the denying of a clear goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
But then the ball ends up to, let's just say hypothetically, with Jimenez. He chips the goalkeeper, and then Van Dijk clears it off the line. So in my mind, I'm thinking they got their opportunity, but the rule states that the opportunity has to be taken by the player that's fouled.
Of course.
No, but then
why are we even discussing that?
Okay. No. So therefore, the referee should have blown the whistle there and then, because the player was clattered. Yeah. If he was clattered and you sent him off, I'm totally for it.
You play advantage.
The fact that you because like you said, because there was no advantage to be played in the first place. Because if the player has to be the one that's been fouled to take that on, because I saw that explanation, that then tells me it doesn't matter what Jimenez does. You pull it back for the. You pull it back for the
puts in the net, essentially.
If the ball went to Jimenez and he scored, then we play on.
He should have been yellow carded then, isn't it?
But because he doesn't score, it's a red card.
So you're telling me if there's a challenge in any moment, the game has to be stopped, even though it rolls onto a Fulham player.
No, think about what you're saying. If Jimenez scores, we play on. If he doesn't score, Robertson's sent off for a foul on Wilson.
He should have been sent off regardless.
If he scores, then he will be sent off as well.
He's getting sent off for denial of a goal scoring opportunity.
If Jimenez scores, answer the question. If Jimenez scores, does Robertson still get sent off?
Yeah, he should.
How?
Wow. Well, there's no longer double jeopardy. So that's
he wouldn't know. He wouldn't.
He should.
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. So the game should be stopped.
Yeah,
Why?
at that moment.
You
if
can't
you're-
get a
Why?
red card retrospectively. That doesn't make
Yes,
any
you
sense.
can. It happens every week.
No, you don't,
Okay,
bro.
okay, no, it doesn't. First of all, no,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
okay. So you're telling me players don't make tackles that go bypass VAR? They come back, they look at it, it's a red, and they go,
I
"We're
know,
giving you the red."
no,
and what happened
The
before?
referee,
Give you an example. Saliba against Bournemouth. The ref
Yeah.
went and gave him a yellow card. VAR said, no, that's incorrect. Ben White's
Yeah.
not close enough. You've denied the goal scoring opportunity. Red card. You can't chop someone saying you denied score, and then they've gone and had a shot. And just
yeah, you can't have the shot.
pull it back.
I don't
With
understand.
the beat the keeper and cleared off the line, by the way.
You guys are saying so.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a team get a player's on the ball, he gets fouled, the ball rolls on to another player on his team, the referee plays the advantage. After the advantage has been had, the referee goes back and gives a yellow card to that player. We've seen that happen, right?
Yeah. They won't
So
go back and give a
why
red
is it
card
different when it's a red?
because they wouldn't. If it's a red card, you stop the game. If you think there's a red card, you stop the game.
But because they had their
Advantage
opportunity.
is
The
still
mistake
advantage.
the mistake the referee made was he played on. That was his mistake.
Yes, he had to play on the ball. Was that him and
He
his
didn't have to
feet?
play on. If you think something is a red card, you do not play on. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Once
you
you
play
played
on, mate.
advantage, and then they've had their goal scoring opportunity, and they
Guys,
just score, you
what? Okay, let me ask you two things. Are you arguing because you feel like the referee has not done what is by the letter of the law, or are you arguing based on how you feel the game should be played?
Yeah, that's a good point.
No,
that's
argument
how I'm playing
is
because I feel like it's a pass.
neither of those
but
two.
technically-
Neither of those two.
It has to be one.
No, neither of those two. I don't think it's
Yes,
first of all,
yeah,
I don't think it's a goal scoring opportunity. Let's have it right. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
Okay, but let's say
Because-
for the
because
sake of this
why-
argument, let's say
No,
it
no,
was.
it's not for the sake of this argument because it's the same thing with Saliba and Ben White. Yeah, the reason you could not categorically say he was definitely going to make it or he wasn't going to make it, that's why they sent Saliba off. Ben White was there, but you couldn't argue that he was going to cover the situation. In the same vein that I can't remember who the other covering Liverpool defender was, that you couldn't argue that he was definitely going to cover it. So at the end of the day, if you're going to continue play on, you cannot send somebody off for giving an advantage after you continue the game on. It
And
doesn't work like that.
They've had a shot
It
on
doesn't
goal.
happen like that. You've
I
let them
think-
have the
yeah,
shot
but,
on goal.
bro,
Oscar, you know full well. Wait, there. You know full well. Had Jimenez scored, they're not sending off Robertson. You know that. You know they're not.
Yeah, but I don't
Exactly.
think,
So
I
what
don't
are we
think that's right.
doing? So
I
what are we
don't
doing
think that's right.
exactly?
I don't think this is why I asked you the question. Are you talking about what would have happened or what you feel should happen in the game? I think if it's a red, it's a red.
If
So
it's a red card, it shouldn't have gone further. Jimenez shouldn't even have time to shoot.
This
a
idea
red
that
card.
because you think it's a red, which by the way, the red he could have thought it's a red, and then the red got overturned by VAR. And
Bro,
then
the
he
guy
just
put
stopped
the
it
guy
there.
put the whistle. He had the whistle to his mouth straight away. As soon as Wilson went down, he put the whistle to his mouth. Watched the rest of the play carry on, right?
As he should.
and brought it back and sent the guy off.
He
It's
did-
nonsense.
I
If
think
you're
it's
in
the
your
right
mind, if you're gonna send somebody off, why are we playing on for? Because
it's a
if he scores the
scoring
goal,
off.
he's not getting sent off. He's just not getting sent off. So
getting yellow
you
card.
telling me that because he's missed, I'm sending him off, or if he scores, he stays on. What are we talking about here?
I didn't say he should stay on. That's my.
No, I'm saying that's what the referee would have done. The referee is not sending him off if Fulham score on the break.
It's a
Do we agree? Do you not think he still got sent off?
No, I think that's what referees tend to do, but I think it would be wrong.
I still think it's a red. From my point of view, the point
It wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. Where's the red? Because he was the last man.
I think it's the last man.
Yeah, but the
and
last
goal
man doesn't
scoring
always mean
opportunity.
red card. He has to be denying a goal scoring opportunity. Newsflash: it wasn't a goal scoring opportunity.
What makes you think it wasn't?
What makes you
Yeah,
think it was?
that's my question to you.
Besides,
What do you
wait
think it was?
there.
He's
Besides
through on
the
he's only
fact,
got Alisson to be.
yeah, how far is he from goal?
He's like he's
But
next to the box.
that's why we have to look at the rules because
it's
goal scoring opportunity is from the halfway line onwards. I'm saying, but that's what it is. It is. If you say not, then that's when we can have a debate of where is the goal scoring opportunity.
It's clearly not because it's like what I thought with the Saliba sending off was bogus. The referee gave a yellow.
No, but
And VAR
But
turned
that's
it over.
the same point because the because the goal scoring opportunity starts from the halfway line.
AD, thank you very much that you said that, because what happened the very next day at Anfield against Chelsea?
Yeah.
But
that's a different story.
No, it's not a different story because they were both last men. Technically, last goal scoring opportunity. Not every last man is a goal scoring opportunity. It's not.
No.
It happened at Anfield against Chelsea.
The distance between where you are from the goal is a big factor.
Look at what Wilson did with the ball. Because remember, he clears the ball before he gets hacked. The ball is gone. He's not in a goal scoring opportunity. I don't care what no one tells me. Oscar, he was not in a goal scoring opportunity.
You man telling me that's not a goal scoring opportunity.
What did he do with the ball?
Look at Alisson.
Oscar, what did he do with the ball? What did he do with the ball? It's easy to freeze frame everything. It's easy to freeze frame everything. What did he do with the ball? It's not a goal scoring opportunity, bro. It's not a goal scoring opportunity if he's not even got the ball in his control. Did you?
At the moment he was fouled.
Press play. Press
He
play.
was fouled.
Press play. Because he clears the ball.
Get copyright.
Oh, surprise.
Hey.
You watch it yourself then. Watch it yourself.
How convenient.
He clears the ball before he gets fouled. Wait there, Oscar. He clears the ball before he gets fouled. It's not like he gets fouled without even doing anything with the ball. The reason it's even a foul because he gets rid of the ball in the first place and Robertson clatters him. But the thing is, the ball doesn't go anywhere that suggests that it's a goal scoring opportunity. It's a load of nonsense.
As I said, the rule is, in my head, I'm thinking you've given a red card for goal scoring opportunity. They had their goal scoring opportunity. You can't then just, because they missed, you can't just now go back and then send them off. It's
wait.
Quick
question.
What is a foul?
No.
Yeah, it's a foul, so it's a yellow card.
Pause.
Is this a cynical challenge?
Had the referee just did what you say, and then VAR intervened and said, "Hold on, red card." Would you be okay with it or not?
No, because it's not. Because what's the basis on? The basis on it being a red card was what?
As the referee sent it off, last man.
As in, Robertson has made a challenge to deny a goal scoring opportunity.
That was an opportunity. Yeah. We disagree there. There's no point. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Let's move on. We'll move on.
I think it was because obviously,
it wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. Wilson kicks the ball away. And you know where it went?
Wilson, you know. But I still think he's in on goal, though. I still think personally.
It went away from him. It wasn't in his possession. It's not a goal scoring opportunity.
Where did it end up?
Not in his possession.
It ended up at the feet of Jimenez.
Yeah, but that's not a goal scoring opportunity, is it? When it's him, because the point is because you just said until it was based on the player that was fouled, not on Jimenez. Yeah. We've already established that to one side. So put Jimenez to bed, put him away from this conversation. Right. The fact that Wilson had the ball and obviously kicked the ball, it was no longer in his possession. The ball got away and he got fouled by Robertson. That does not deem it as goal scoring opportunity when he's released the ball already.
So because he had a bad touch, it's not a goal scoring opportunity. But if he had a good touch, it is.
Yes, of course it is. Goal scoring opportunity means does it
absolutely, yeah.
Of course it does. It's all right.
But you guys are talking about Wilson. Andy Robertson made a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, bro.
Yellow card.
At the time he took him out, he was through on goal. It's a
I think we're going to agree to disagree. I think we're going to agree to disagree here.
It's not a goal scoring opportunity, is it? I agree with that point.
It's never a goal scoring opportunity. It's ridiculous.
At the moment Robertson's hacked him down, he's in the middle of the goal, bro.
Yeah, that's
already gone though. The ball's already gone.
I don't know.
The ball's already gone when he's got hacked. He's got hacked after the pass.
Here's a matter of the fact. Andy Robertson has been sent off, and I think it's a free game. I don't know if it's goal scoring has different rules. Yeah, like the different types of red cards. Yeah.
A free game would have done you a lot of favor.
Look, do you know what's crazy about Robertson? Because I think Robertson, he's had a iffy season, and you know what? I think me and Peter sort of discussed it after the Arsenal game. I think him going to the Euros for Scotland done him no favors. He got injured. He's had no preseason, and now he's playing catch up. But funnily enough, I actually thought for the last maybe month or so, he's actually good, because I think what you have to accept with someone like Robertson, he's past his peak. He's over the hill. That 2019 best left back in the world, Robertson, is dead. But I think what he was giving us was something serviceable. But Yeah, man. He has to hold it. He has to hold it. It was
So,
horrendous, horrendous first touch.
He needs to
do
listen to
you go into January looking for another left back?
No.
Knowing that
In an ideal world, you know, if you can get someone who's sort of defensively solid, you know, let's just hypothetically 6'2", left-footed, can play left back, can invert, then you say absolutely. So obviously, if the right player's on the market, absolutely. But if not, then between Robertson, Tsimikas, and you know what, Gomez, I actually thought Gomez was excellent last season at left back. To be perfectly honest, so I think between those three players and whatever else Slot can come up with, we need to find a left back solution because I think that's the. I think I even made this point a couple of weeks ago.
It's the weakness.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's the glaring weakness. I think, but you know what? I think you know what I love. I always rate Robertson for. He gives it 110. You know, like poor first touch. He's desperate. He's desperate to get it back. He gives away a silly tackle. You know, I always made that point about the Saka goal, where if you actually clock, he's so desperate to get back. He actually runs past the ball, and then Saka sits him down, and then he's. But yeah. I think you know. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade Andy Robertson. Absolutely, he's not the player he was 5 years ago, and it happens because you know he gives 130% every game. But to be fair, he's still fit. But the quality is just dead. The quality is just even the crosses, like the quality is just dead now, man.
Right, should we move along?
Quick word on Fulham. 30 seconds, no more. This is why Fulham's a mid-table team, because they don't take advantage of what's going on. They go up ahead and they keep withdrawing back, and they keep going forward and they keep withdrawing back when they go ahead. I'm so
they
sorry.
Need a center forward,
As much as I like Liverpool, as much as the great side they are, they shouldn't be conceding the goals like the way that they were doing, especially when they're down to 10 men. Like, keep calm. Like, calm it down. And it feels like every time Fulham plays and they go goal up, they have this like crazy stance of where, right, we scored a goal, we don't know what to do anymore. And then they will concede, or it's been a recurring theme.
Bro. I think they need a centre forward. They've got nothing up front. They've got absolutely nothing up front. And if they had even a Mateus Cunha, right? If they even had a Cunha, they'd be in the top four.
Now we're talking.
They would be in the top four right now. Do you get what I'm saying? I think you're right. They miss a hell of a lot of chances. We saw that against Man City. We saw it against United. We saw it against now Liverpool. We've seen it even against Arsenal. They missed a lot of chances, this team. They can.
But that's why I'm like, okay, you could go forward, but you're not there yet.
Look at their goal scorers, bro. Look at their goal scorers.
What was it?
We got Pereira. We got Iwobi. We got.
By the way, did you hear what Pereira said? I think Marseille came in for him.
Yes.
And then he said something to the effect of, "Unfortunately, that deal went down. Let's see if we can resurrect it."
Huh? Yeah, in the summer, yeah.
What the hell?
And sorry, in January, and you know what happened?
What happened?
It was in the international break. He said it, and Marco Silva dropped him the next game from the squad.
Rightly so. What the hell? That's so weird.
And by the way, big up Marco Silva, man. Fantastic job.
He's doing.
I think he's doing a good job, but it's just one of those ones where I'm just like,
they got a draw at Anfield, and they would have bitten both your hands off for it.
But I hear that. I hear it. Had the game not happened the way it did, if that makes sense.
Although, Robin, would you look at it in a grander scale and say Arsenal, Liverpool back to back, unbeaten for Fulham?
No. I hear it. It's just the way the game happened. I'm just like, when the opportunity comes, strike. And they're not striking.
I think, to your point, yeah? I'll say, go on.
No, you go ahead. I'm switching topic. Go on.
I know. I was just gonna say, to your point, I think this is just for me. Like, this is just a thought that I had, because obviously we were down to 10 men. We were probing. We were attacking. I was a bit puzzled as to why he didn't bring on Adama earlier. I would have thought, with the way the game was going, you know he's threatening behind in transition. You know, he's a handful. I would have thought that maybe 60, 65 minutes, you bring him on just to sort of give Liverpool something to sort of worry about going the other way, and then also
Sorry.
Also, yeah.
There's a goal at the Olympico again. And let me.
I was say you're watching Syria. You're watching
Marcus
Syria. Yeah.
makes it into 6.
What the hell?
Guys, they are shit.
Internazionale. You see Atalanta?
What minute is it?
It is the 89th.
You see Atalanta? Good team. They're not better than my Inter, as Jose said. Better than my Inter.
Oh,
wait, no. What was I gonna say? No, Adrian, I agree with all your points. It just felt like as soon as they went 1-0 up, timid. As soon as they went 2-1 up, it was like, let's just hold on. But they didn't have the players or the minerals to hold on. And I was like, come on.
I mean, because they scored twice at Anfield, bro. You know, I mean,
they did score twice at Anfield, but they did nothing about it. Yeah.
I don't know. They
got a point. They still got a point. They took what's it called? I would say this though. I think Fulham have got Trent's number. I got flashbacks of that first game of the season when you were at Fulham. And
Mitrovic,
awful game. He had an absolute awful game. Yesterday, Saturday, I felt it the same way. I felt like Trent had a bad game defensively. And I just wonder with that Robinson, and is it Antoine Robinson? Is that his
Anthony
name?
Robinson? Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Real threat. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, proper threat.
I feel like he's been giving, every time I think of him, I always think about him giving Liverpool trouble. So fair play to him again. Right.
I don't know if he's Scouse because I know he started at Tranmere Rovers, so I don't know if he's got like some sort of Liverpool link. But yeah.
It's annoying that he's
a good player
and not England.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Freaking fuming. We could do with a left back.
Yeah. Oh, we could have done with about the Euros. Could have won the damn thing if it was English. You know what I mean? But hey ho.
Absolutely. Anyhow, well, listen, Liverpool dropped points, but guess who else dropped points, people? The
Arsenal. Let's see.
David, Arsenal nil.
Pick up Hugh Wizzy because every time someone says that, I think of him.
David, Arsenal nil, Everton nil, man. What the hell happened?
You tell me, bruv. You at the game.
I could tell you if you want. We had plenty of chances to score. I thought it was similar to the Monaco game. We had loads of chances that we kept wasting away. I think Pickford, man of the match, was an outstanding goalkeeper on the day. And we huffed and puffed and couldn't blow the house down.
Can I ask? Because you guys remember in the group chat I was doing running commentary of the Monaco game. I let you guys know what was happening. I said, Jesus, big chance missed. Jesus, big chance missed. Odegaard, big chance missed. I was letting everybody know when you guys were missing.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's been a VAR check at the Vitality Centre, and there is a penalty to West Ham United for a handball.
Oh my God! Scenes of glory. What minute is it?
I don't know if it's a handball. Still, it's like the fingertips.
What's the
fingertips?
Don't worry, John. I'm about to go live.
It's 84,
but yeah,
mate.
It's 84.
Wow! Right at the death. Okay, cool. So whilst that's happening, you let us know when they're stepping up to take the penalty. But
my point was I felt like you created a lot against Monaco. There was plenty of chances where you look at it and you say, "Hey, Jesus got to do better. Odegaard got to do better." A couple of chances there. Do you feel like that really happened in the Everton game?
First half, definitely first half.
Like what? Name them.
Oh, what's it called? Havertz had a chance that he missed. Odegaard had his Aston Villa moment, had his Villa Park moments. Yeah. Okay, he missed about
Odegaard had a big miss, but I think that was it. Right?
No, early in the second half, Pickford pulls out a save that I just looked at. I said, "How has he done that?" Near post. I can't remember who the chance was, but he plucks out a save, and I said, "You know what? Fair play."
The reason I bring it up is because I feel like Arsenal didn't create enough, and I felt like that's what you failed to win.
No, we did, Oscar. We had more than enough chances to win the game. I'm sorry, we created enough. What we didn't do was take our chances. That's what we didn't do. We didn't take our chances. At the end of the day, like
I think you struggled to name them. Other than that Odegaard one, which was a big one, I don't think there were many moments where you're like, if the finishing was
better. It's 1-0.
Okay.
It was a dirty pen. The keeper's gone the wrong way. Lucas Paqueta sends him other side, does the little shimmy, and he's gone off. He's run off to Lopetegui. He's gave him a hug. It's 1-0 to West Ham.
I thought Kepa was good at penalties. That guy. Big up Lopetegui, man. Big up Lopetegui.
But yeah, Oscar, we had like
Pete.
13 shots on goal. We had about 5 on target. I don't know what you're on about. Everton didn't have any.
I mean, we can look at the stats. I watched the game, Pete. Come on, man.
Yeah, I watched the game, and I'm telling you the stats as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can list to me all the chances against Monaco that you missed, and you scored 3 in that game.
Yeah,
you didn't. In my opinion, you didn't.
I couldn't tell you every. Yeah, but in the Monaco game, I couldn't tell you every miss we had. We had plenty of misses against Monaco. You couldn't name them all. You couldn't name them all.
Yes, I could.
Well, yeah,
Jesus missed 2.
You were watching it.
Odegaard missed.
Okay, if I
was you did it minute by minute. To be fair,
minute by minute, exactly.
He was doing it minute by minute.
The game's gone and done.
It was a hate watch.
But Pete, no, because I decided. Obviously, the stuff I'm hearing on the podcast is that certain things are going down in Arsenal games. I wasn't watching them, so I said, let me start watching. So I watched in the midweek. I watched this game on the weekend, and yeah, I felt like Arsenal were lacking in ideas. It does seem like it is Odegaard, Saka, or bust. Martinelli on the left hand side. Goodness me, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of him before his breakout season. Then he had his breakout season. I was telling everybody, I told you so. Now those same people are coming back to me like, I told you so. This guy's trash. So yeah, it's looking like Arsenal are like all their eggs are in that Saka basket, and if he can't deliver, you don't really know where else to look. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Not at all. Because even when we've had games where people have doubled up on Saka, we've still made it work. Monaco doubled up on Saka, and yet we still made it work, and we still got goals from elsewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? We're still the thing is the difference between it's funny. It's a good thing that you bring up the Monaco game because obviously we had the game Wednesday and Saturday. So I was thinking I was sleeping at the Emirates this week because there were so many games. Like what we could see stark difference between Champions League and Premier League football. Premier League football is a lot more tougher to break teams down. As simple as that. There no like in the Champions League, everyone's top dog in the Champions League in terms of in their domestic league and whatever. Hence why they're in the Champions League. So they play football. They come out. They do things.
What a free kick! 1-1. Oh
my god!
Really?
I'm on that now TV stream, Bob. It's a couple seconds behind.
Wow,
that's what you get, David. You was ruining everything for me before. Now Robin's ruining it for you.
The thing is, it's a shocking challenge from Mavropanos. Come on, Mavi.
Oh my god! Wait until you see the free kick.
Wait till you see the foul.
Who's taking it?
He's got that black mark on his face, blood. Yeah, Fabianski got buried. Oh, his goal has been peppered this game, bro. His goal has been peppered by
his goal has been peppered.
It was going to be a smash and grab from West Ham, right?
But,
but not tonight.
My days, what
I'm still quite behind.
Oh my gosh, what a free kick!
That's a goal of the week.
Goal of the week. Goal of the flipping week. Who now?
Where was he from? What club is he coming? He's a football manager guy. What club did he come from?
Oh, this is gonna crack my brain. Was it Roma?
I don't think so. I'm getting like Espanyol in them things.
Pete, you're losing focus. You're losing focus here.
Was it Spain? And this is gonna.
Guys, Google is your friend.
No. I need to get this.
You frigging Google.
Was that Atletico?
I think he's Turkish, isn't he? Is he not?
Lopetegui is sweating. But let's get back to the Arsenal game. 0-0 against the mighty Everton.
I think it's one of those La Liga teams. It's one of those La Liga teams that were in the Europa League. That's where I remember him from.
Yeah.
So Pete, talk to me. I asked you last week that the lack of outfield goals concern, and this week, like not breaking down Everton, it's a bit of a stinker. When I deeped it, I was like, really, a team of your caliber should be beating Everton in general.
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
So what's the issue? The lack of goals and all that stuff.
You watched us on Wednesday.
I saw the highlights. I didn't see the full game. So yeah,
go look at the amount of fluid football we were playing and how many chances we did create. The quality was poor in terms of finishing, and we got away with scoring. I say got away. We didn't get away with scoring 3 goals. We scored 3 goals. But then, if you copy and paste that into the next game, a team like Everton or a Premier League team for that nature, you're not gonna have the rub of the green. You're not gonna always gonna be like, like score and whatever else. You've got to be very, very clinical. You got to be convincing. You got to be convictive. You got to have better quality. And it was no quality on Saturday. That was our big problem. It was quality scoring goals was our big problem. We still created chances, created loads of them. We had 13 shots, 5 on target. You know what I mean? Pickford made 5 saves in the game, and some of them were class saves as well, which I think I need to add that as an awards as well, save of the week, because there's some saves this weekend. Where I was like,
it's not going to Pickford this week. Let's not act here like you tested the.
Well, he's in there. You don't even remember the chance I'm talking about. Don't dismiss. Don't just dismiss when you ain't even seen what I'm talking about.
I saw the chance. It was low. It was low to his left. It was low to his left in the corner. Very quick action from Havertz. I saw it. I saw it. Good save. Not save of the week. Look, Arsenal didn't do enough in this game, and the fact that you and David, I'm drawing back to that Top Boy meme where Kano looks at Asher D and he says, "Why are you as mad as I am? Why are you not furious that you've played Everton at home and you're not creating enough to put them away?"
You got to come up with new questions, bro. That's the problem with you. You're boring. You keep asking the same question week in, week out about why are we not angry. Look, David, first of all, is pissed off. And David is, as far as he's concerned, the league's done for him, right? Whereas for me, I'm like, listen, we're in December. We played, I think, 15, 16 games, whatever the case may be.
15 games,
right?
15, 16 games.
Yeah. We're 6 points behind Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're 6 points behind Liverpool in March, you're in a title race to the very end.
First of all, we knew this. You are in the title race, but you know more than anyone. This title race comes down to 1 or 2 points at the end of it, and you know it's Everton at home. It's Everton at home.
It's not going to come down to this game. It's not coming down to this game.
It could.
If it's within 3 points,
it definitely could. It definitely could.
It won't.
Everything it adds up. It adds up here.
Let's just call a spade, right? Yeah, like Saturday 3:00 kickoff. You meet Everton in this state, this sorry state that they are. You can't even put a goal past them. Lee Judge said something so poetically brilliant, where Lee Judge said Dominic Calvert-Lewin was closer to Liverpool, was closer to Anfield than he was to his midfield. That's how Everton set up, right? And you couldn't break them down. And I'm so sorry. This insistence, not even this insistence, this putting of pressure on Bukayo Saka, where it's Bukayo Saka or bust, and your left side, and let's face it, your centre forwards are not doing diddly squat. They're not cutting the mustard. They're not doing what they need to do, bro. There's works to be done. This is a title race, and when you look at that front line, Saka, Havertz, Martinelli, is that enough to fire you to a league title in May, Peter? Is it?
Guys, no, but the thing is, though, I want to know what you lot define of you couldn't break Everton down. Is it the fact that we didn't create chances, or the fact we didn't score the goal?
You didn't score a goal. You didn't score a goal.
Normally, when I hear
chance creation,
we had loads of chances though.
Okay, fine. What's it worth for me, Peter? What's it worth for me?
No, but the thing is, like, this game will not be our effect in May. This game
won't be.
It won't be.
I know it's a different game state, different team. But Liverpool had more chances with 10 men against Fulham than you guys did against.
How many chances did Liverpool have in their game?
Loads.
How many?
They scored twice. They scored twice with 10 men, bro.
They scored twice, and they were knocking down the door.
How many did they have?
Van Dijk had chances. Salah had chances. Flipping Diaz had chances when he came on.
I saw Van Dijk in the box scoping in the 95th minute.
Listen, if you have 5 shots on target against Everton, I expect you to score at least 1 or 2. That's that. At the end of the day, the reason for us not winning the game was down to poor finishing, not down to the fact we didn't create chances.
Peter, my point is this: why only 5 shots on target and not 8 or 9?
I mean, how often do you get 8 or 9 shots on target in a game? How often does that happen? You say every week.
How often do you leave the ground scoring 0 goals at home, bro?
Oscar, Adrian, to be honest with you, I can't remember the last time we didn't score a goal at home. I think it was Villa at home.
Exactly.
I think that's the last time, Villa at home, which was May,
April. What happened there?
Yeah, we lost the game.
Let's hear what David has to say.
This game encapsulates. Let me get my English is not Englishing. Everything I've been complaining about for the past 10 years under Wenger, Emery, and now Mikel Arteta. We saw out our defense, we got no attack. We saw out defense and midfield, still no striker. Now we saw out the striker and midfield, but we can't defend. Now we've sorted out our defense, goalkeeper, and midfield. Now our strikers can't strike. Yeah. Our defense, just injuries as well. Another thing, injuries ruining our chemistry. Arteta making dumb decisions. Rice is not our number 6. He's not the best number 6 at the club. Why is he playing there? Put him up front. Let him do what he does best: win the ball and progress the ball forward. Him dictating tempo is not his thing, cuts. Let's just leave it at that. And Pete, let me throw up another list, and it's a pet peeve of mine. I will consistently keep saying this until you lot listen to me. Let me bring up this list of players. We got Danny Welbeck, Jamie Vardy, Larson, Brennan Johnson, Duran, Delap, Watkins, James Maddison, Isak, Cunha, Wissa, Nicholas Jackson, Chris Wood, and Bremo, Palmer, Salah, Haaland. Do you know what these gentlemen have done this season?
Scored more goals than Kai Havertz.
Flipping entire front line, mate.
Five
from
Wait a second. How many Saka scored this season?
5 in the league.
It feels more. But
And 5 from Kai Havertz, mate. And all the rest is from corners.
and with Havertz, it feels left, ironically.
Bruv, what's going on here, bruv?
Yeah, it's poor.
I keep on saying, bruv, until we get that man who can score us 20, even in these stupid little games here, it will forever cost us, bro. And I will keep repeating that one every season until we get that bad boy number 9. People have failed to address the issue, bruv. Yes, we scored goals last season, but at the crucial moments, I need my number 9 to rise. Yes, good goals coming from the winger. Salah. Look at Liverpool. You got Salah, Jota, Diaz. All I know, I can get goals everywhere. There's goals across the front line. How can I be getting... Nah, guys.
David, João Pedro or Mateus Cunha?
Yeah, that's the question.
What is that?
No, you can't get Isak.
Oh,
João Pedro.
I'm not taking no one from Brighton. Look at Trossard. I don't want no one from Brighton.
David
My only beef with
Arsenal going to do it. Why is it not Isak?
No, because my only issue.
That's the issue.
My only beef with Isak. Listen, he's injury prone at Newcastle. It will be twice the amount here. I love it. You lot know
just to wrap it up.
Every time an Isak goal happens, guess what we do? We wax lyrical about it. And Isak's going to cost us 100+ million, right? I'm not having 100+ million to give me 10 games a season. I'm just not doing it.
Guys, we're paying over 500k between Havertz and Jesus.
Yeah.
And they're not scoring us goals.
Yeah.
Is it that much?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Full-time 1-1. Full-time 1-1. Just
250k on 2 players, and they can't get me 20 goals between them in the league.
Yeah.
Guys.
Mirad's in the comments. He put Isak equals Habisha Henry. I would love to hear your thoughts, Mirad. If you think, like David thinks, you should go all out and get a striker. Peter, I asked you a question last week about how close you would be to Liverpool for the board to really go and do something in the January window. You said it would be the opposite. You'd have to be doing really bad. But I just think Arsenal, like you're not far off it. What you guys have built with this Arteta team in the last 3 years, how close you've got, you'd be doing yourself a disservice to just not go and inject into this team right now and see
It'll be in the summer. That's what I said to you. You said it won't be in the winter.
I know, but I'm not arguing with you because I know you're not saying what you would do. You're saying what's happening with the club.
Yeah.
But it just frustrates me because you mentioned it earlier. 6 points away from Liverpool. The league is there. Go and grab it. It's there. So this is why this Everton result flabbergasted me. Because I'm just like,
the Everton result can happen. Do you get what I mean?
It's happened enough for Arsenal this season. It can't happen now.
No,
it can't happen
really.
now.
We haven't really had a game like this where we've been the better side. We should have scored our chances. We're at home and we drew, and we're wondering how did we draw the game.
You've not lost those privileges. I've told you this already. You've lost those privileges. You lost to Brighton. You lost to Bournemouth. You drew at you drew Brighton. Sorry, you lost to Newcastle United. You didn't take.
It's a long season. This is not the same. This is not a game where you're looking at and you think something fundamentally is wrong at Arsenal. This isn't the game.
No. But it's not something fundamentally wrong. It's not. It's you need a spark to get you over the line. You need a Mo Salah that can win a game when the team ain't playing that well.
Peter,
I'm with
I don't know about that, you know.
If we're in April, May, I'm with you with that conversation. Guys, we're in December. And Arsenal, and everybody here knows Arsenal will be still back to their top by the end of the season. We will still be very, very close, if not champions, at the end of the season.
Yeah, but they never thought it was going to happen. We're going to go on an amazing run, and we're going to come back and look at these run before Christmas.
No, because last year I disagreed with everybody last year who said it was the Fulhams and the West Hams and the Villa. For me, it was Villa at home. When we lost Villa at home, the league went that day. And there was 4 games.
Peter, Peter, look at the run. Look at the run you needed to have.
Yeah, but still, that was down to the fact. But
you lost 1 game in 19 at the back end of the season, bro. And I'm so sorry. Like, as brilliant and as fantastic as that is, it's tough. Like, you need the space to have a bad day. Villa was a bad day, fine. The problem is you had 3 bad days in a row in December. That's what cost you, bro. A blip at Villa can happen.
AD, come on, man. You've watched your team be champion. You've watched your team win the Champions League. There is no room for bad days in the run-in. There isn't, whether you like it or not. When you're an elite football club, you're at the echelon of actually doing, double, treble, a title of some kind. There isn't room. Man United didn't have room when they were winning the treble. Arsenal didn't have room when they were going unbeaten or when they were doing. No, you didn't have room. You do not.
You're missing the point. None of those teams lost 3 games on the bounce, my bro.
AD, you're missing the point. When you've got 4 games to go and you've got Villa at home, you're not supposed to lose that game, because if you win all your 4 games, the final 4 games of the season, which we won the other 3, by the way, you win the final 4, you're the Premier League champion. End of discussion.
Guess what? Okay, but riddle me this. Okay, let's swap that West Ham defeat for the Villa one. So let's say you beat West Ham, you lose to Villa. Guess what? Today you would be the Premier League champion. Your badge would be gold.
What do you mean lose to Villa?
If we beat
so you still have that Villa defeat, but you beat West Ham in December. Guess what? You would have won the league.
No, because they're 2 different. Bro,
it's not, because it's 3 points.
You can't just rotate fixtures around. One that happened in December.
No. I'm saying you win that game. That's the only game. That's the only difference.
AD, I don't care. If you've got 4 or 5 games to go and you win the 4 or 5 games, you're champion, and you lose at home to Villa, that is on you.
So then what? You're gonna go 19 games unbeaten, just casually. 19 games unbeaten casually.
Because at the end of the we had to make sure we had to do that, didn't we?
You lost silly games.
At the end of the day, if you're on the home stretch, I don't give a damn. We eradicated those earlier defeats in December, right? We eradicated that mess.
You didn't, because you lost the league, bro.
No, we lost the league because we lost to Villa at home. There was 4 games to freaking go, mate. There was 4 games.
I hear what you're saying, but
no, you don't hear what I'm saying. No, you lot don't hear what I'm saying, because we it's like losing in the Champions League group stage. You get packed in by Ajax, for example. But then I lose the semi-final. But then I lose the semi-final to Spurs.
It's literally not that. It's literally not that. It's 2 different. Those points don't count.
No, it's not. It's 4 cup finals to go, and Arsenal had 3 home games and 1 away game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Peter, they don't have to be cup finals. You don't have to win every game in the running. You need to finish your food before you get there.
You are just freaking driving.
You don't have to win 19 in a row. What are we talking about? We're talking about a team who was top of the league with 4 games to go. Yeah,
no, stop there.
Yeah.
We were top of the league with 4 games to go. I don't want to hear what happened in December.
How did you get to top of the league?
I don't want to hear.
There? You won before.
Exactly.
Your points add up.
Yeah,
the points add up.
Of course they do add up. But if we won the game against Villa, we are champions. What is your problem?
It's easier to beat Everton at home than it is to win in the running. What are we doing here?
All right then, cool.
We're going around in circles.
We've lost points for Peter. We lost to West Ham away last year.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to get to the end of the season. We're going to go on an amazing run, and then we're going to look back and say, if we have won this one. bro.
No. That's what you're gonna do. That's not what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna look at the running. I'm gonna look at the running, right? And if we drop points at Anfield, which I think is our second last away game of the season, if we drop points at Old Trafford, I think somewhere in February or March time, if we drop points in the running, that's where you lose the league. Because if you make it to the dance at the final third of the season, you've made it to the dance, irrelevant of what's happened in the past. Irrelevant. What's now ahead of you is there's 6 games to go. There's 8 games to go. There's 5 games to go. That is what counts. Not what happened in August. Not what happened in December. None of that is all BS, guys. Okay, because when you're in March and you're top of the league, guess what happens? None of it matters. None of what happened before you matters, because we've seen Man City do this before, where they've won 19 in 19. Why? Because they were behind in December and whatever everything else, but they saw what the challenge ahead was, and they mopped up.
Yeah,
guys, not everyone. This City side, first of all, this City side
we're setting ourselves up for. It's December. At the end of the day, it's not like Liverpool are going to go unbeaten between now and the end of the season. It's not like Man City are going to go unbeaten.
Peter, do you know something? You do realize the end of 90 plus points, right? You do realize the end of 90 plus points.
Past 2 weeks ago, I said to you guys, you lot are all frigging panicking about nothing. Where guaranteed by the time we get to Christmas, Liverpool and Arsenal would have dropped points. Guess what? Lo and behold, we've both dropped points. It's a long frigging season. We're not even halfway yet. And man are talking about this Everton at home game is going to be the reason we don't win the league. Get the hell out of here, man.
No one is saying Everton at home isolated. No one's saying Everton at home.
You're talking about games like this. You're saying games like this. Yes, man are talking about games that are not even in the same years when you win the league.
This season. You've lost already this season.
We don't even win the league. We don't lift the trophy in 24. You lift it in 25. We're not even talking about in the same year, for goodness sake.
You lift it in 24, but you lift it in 25 based on what you did in 24.
Listen, we lost the league. We lost the league last season because we lost to Aston Villa at home.
No, but bro, it's like a degree. It's like a degree. Like the don't get me wrong. The dissertation is the main. Yeah, that's the large weighting. But I still need to make sure I sort out that essay in November. I still need to.
But David, AD, if it's April 1st,
yeah,
you're 6 points, you're 3 points, you're 2 points behind Liverpool or ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah.
What happened in December through to August doesn't matter. Because you're in the run.
So Peter, by that logic, why don't you lose every game now then? Why don't you lose every game until January now? If it doesn't matter.
Okay, so do we want to play stupid then? Is that what we're doing? No, hang on. If you want to play stupid, let's do this, right? If we lose every game between now and January, okay, you're no longer in the title race. Is that the game we're playing?
Bro, I said this the last time I was in the pod.
Is this the game we're playing?
We drew 5 games last season. We've already drawn 6. We're already out of the
last season to this season. Just because we drew 6 now and because we drew 5 last year, they're not the same league, are they? It's not the same story.
Because
there was no Chelsea last year. Okay, there was no City were not like this last year. Okay, so don't be giving me we drew 5 games last year and we're drawing 6 now, meaning the league's done. It doesn't work like that. Different seasons are different in their own context.
Yeah, but isn't that what you're doing though?
That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying if we're in touching distance in March and April, guess what? Forget what's happened in the past. You press on. You move forward. That's the mentality. That's the mentality. That's the mentality.
Okay. So
our City fans, what was happening in March this time last year, last season in March, they spoke about all the games that they dropped points in because they weren't that great last year, and then in the running they went and dropped the jugular and done what was needed to be done.
I think
we would be champions. Simple as that. If we beat Villa, we're champions.
That's 192 points, by the way. They also won 92 points, by the way. So there's a level of consistency that they showed, whether we noticed it or not. There's a level of consistency that they showed, and there's a level of not losing stupid games that they showed that gave them a platform.
We both did the same. Last year.
Yeah.
Well, my point is, I know I predicted Arsenal to win the league, but we're not winning it. Too many draws, mate. And I don't trust them to go into 2025 and not drop points again.
We all will.
The thing is, you see that 2025 thing where you win 19 games That was only City was doing this.
It's not
Only
easy.
City.
I'm
No
not
one
even
else was
saying.
winning the league
Listen,
doing
you lot are saying this. I'm not saying any of that. But that's what we're going to be doing. Dave is the one saying we're going to go on this run. We're not
going to go on this run.
You just said that we were. You said it twice earlier that we're going to go on this run. You said we're going to go on this thing and then we'll get to the end. No, but the thing is, it's not even going to be that deep. We're 6 points behind Liverpool. It's not that deep. It's not that frigging deep. In December, we're 6 points behind Liverpool, guys. Pump the frigging brakes.
As I said,
game week 15.
Pete, what you're saying is true, but it would be more plausible if this was your first rodeo. The fact that Arsenal have been in the title race 2 years now, you're thinking, you know the pitfalls, you know what happened last year when you dropped points around this time of the year, you know, like you just know, and setting yourself up where you have to go and win the last 10 or the last 7 or the last, you know what I mean? You need to give yourself cushion.
All that matters. I keep saying I'm beating a dead horse. All that matters is that international, that international break in March, the final international break. When we get back to the final, I think 8 games of the season, whatever it may be. If Arsenal are within points, within touching distance, let's say 5 points, 6 points, within touching distance of Liverpool, I don't want to hear nothing about what's happened previous. I don't want to hear it.
Also, Peter,
and they look at the final 8 games and they say, right, it's our time to go ahead and friggin' win this title, because it will still be in our hands at that point, because nobody would be that far points away. They're not going to be 10 points away. They're not going to be 15 points away. We're going to be within. We're going to be in and amongst it. And as soon as we're in that, nobody cares what happens from August to friggin' February. If you're in the title running in March, where you could still win the league and it's still in your hands, I don't want to hear what happened in the past. I don't want to hear none of that.
You know, the way we have to remember as well that I think is the elephant that we're sort of forgetting here. The same 8-game stretch. It's the same for you. It's the same for Liverpool. It's the same for potentially Chelsea, and it's the same for, let's just throw Man City in there as well. So this idea that only Arsenal are going to be capable of putting that run together in crunch time as well, quite frankly, it doesn't make sense to me, because I agree. You can win your last 6. So can Liverpool. So that's why it's so important to not give yourself too much work to do. But take this as a Liverpool fan, bro. Well, I've lost the league on 90+ points by a point.
Yeah. I've lost it too. Yeah, I've lost it too.
Because you faffed around in silly games and you think to yourself, that Leicester game in December, that West Ham game in February.
He could have said the same thing, though. That's the thing. We're looking at, there's some stupid City results that happened in that season as well. What comes down to it, though, is that when it came to the final hour, the final boss,
that's a good point.
He fumbled.
That's a good point.
Obviously, we're Arsenal fans here and blah, blah, blah. You don't remember our defeats vividly. Go look at what City's defeats were last year. You tell me how they were sacred.
Yeah, but I also remember the year before, when you guys put yourselves in a good position where you were ahead, and it was, people say Arsenal bottled it because you were top of the league at that point. You had the opportunity to go to Liverpool, and then you drew, and then obviously West Ham, another drop points, and then Southampton.
The running is where you
and
lose
then
the
Brighton drop points. Yeah. But my point is,
the running is where you lose the league. We lost the league.
Expecting your team to win all of the last 10 is a difficult task. You'd rather have the cushion. You'd rather be getting the cobwebs out and actually playing decent football in this part, so you can give yourself something to build into. I think Arsenal should have looked at this league title and said, if it's not City, then it's us. So this idea of Liverpool being ahead of them, I think it should be something that irks Arsenal. I think it should be something you're looking to put to bed, especially if they're going to drop points. We were talking about this 9-point gap, and we said, look, are Liverpool going to drop points? Well, here they are. They're dropping points.
It's a different level. How many games do you think City lost last year? How many do you think?
3.
Yeah, exactly. They lost 3 games all of last season. We're not going to have that again.
We're not
having that again.
Who knows?
It's a different league. It's a different season.
Who knows?
Definitely. Anyway, I agree.
Anyway, Chelsea.
Anyways, let's talk about a team that is firmly in the title race.
Whoa, little horse.
Firmly in the
title race. Slow down.
Firmly in the title race. With 2 points.
Chelsea are 6 points away from the magic 40. We are 6 points away from the big 40. We could be safe by New Year's, guys. We could.
Fingers crossed. Keep up the good work.
I'm definitely not going to count my chickens before they hatch. But the facts are the facts.
Grounded FC.
Chelsea have won 5 league games in a row. 7 in all comps. It's looking very good. Shout out to Har, who says one game at a time. And the most impressive thing about us Chelsea this season is that, you know, those stupid games that Chelsea often drop points at, Wolves away, not a good ground for us. West Ham away, not a good ground for us. Chelsea have never beaten Brentford at home in the Premier League until this weekend. It feels like things are changing. It feels like there is something about this team that's saying, look, we're going to win the games that we're supposed to win, which, you know, I don't think Chelsea played amazing yesterday. I think we stuck it on Brentford. We definitely pushed them into their own box. And what I love about them, I want to highlight a particular player who I thought was excellent yesterday. And his name is Mr. Jadon Sancho. Chelsea have got a team that can play against teams that want to attack us. But then when they want to hit us with the low block, you know, you Arsenal fans, you know very much about the arc of frustration. And, you know, you pen a team back into their own half or their own third, and you just don't know what to do. You just don't know how to break them down. Having players like Jadon Sancho in your team is just so good. It's just so excellent for that. He holds the ball so well in the final third, continuously recycles possession. He's such a creative outlet that he can pick out the right passes. I thought he was very unlucky not to get an assist yesterday because he gave the ball to Jackson on a plate and Jackson skied it over the bar. But generally, the win yesterday was a result of sustained pressure and inventiveness in the final third. The first goal, Madueke pings one back post to Cucurella. We're looking good. And then, obviously, as the game grew into the second half, Brighton had to come out and try to play a bit. And then we picked them the other way with an excellent Enzo through ball. And Nicolas Jackson finished. The Blues keep marching on. You know what I mean? It feels so good to be a Chelsea fan right now. We're playing well. We're creating chances. Lot of goals shared around the team. Different players getting involved and, you know, coming off the bench and stepping into the team and playing well and then dropping out and yeah, I'm happy with it. Assad says, Oscar, I rescind my Madueke apology. Wallahi, he's been two packs of ass. You can see he's not on the level of the other attackers. I mean, to say he's not on the level of the other attackers, you know, that's not the craziest shout in the world. Neto's very good. Sancho's proving to himself to be, you know, getting back to his previous form. And then obviously Palmer's Palmer. However, if you think Madueke is not providing something to this team, you're sorely mistaken. Madueke got a great assist yesterday. The game before that against Southampton, he got an assist and a goal. And yes, he makes mistakes. Yes, he you know, he misses up chances. But overall, I think he's a net positive for the team. With the way that Neto was playing, you know, the goal against Arsenal and the game against Tottenham, Neto has now taken his place. So everybody that wanted Madueke out of the team, you got your wish. You've got Neto one win, Sancho the other. But if Neto is suspended, we need someone to come in and take that place. Who better than Noni Madueke? He gets an assist and we win the game. I don't understand how you can come here and complain on a day like today. Like, I get it. Madueke might not be the finished product. He might not be the top article. But at the end of the day, he gives me what I need. He's driving at his fullback. He's taking shots on goal. He's now adding that creativity to his game. We've seen him try that cross a few times, and it's not really worked every time. But this week, he gets an assist. So why are we talking about, you know what I mean? Why are we talking about Madueke? Tahar says, good assist, but he's gone next season when Esteval comes in. I disagree. I just disagree. Like, you're saying Madueke is Crystal Palace level. Okay, maybe he could play for Crystal Palace, but Eze plays for Palace. You rate him. When Zaha was playing for Palace, you know, he's a good player. So this stuff that is thrown at Madueke, like, it's too much for me. You guys are throwing too much. How long has that
been going on for? I'm surprised to see this.
Like, bro, people just don't rate him, and I think it's like Chelsea are doing so well, so we are. You know, when your team is doing well, but there's the fan base are finding things to be annoyed at. And Madueke has a couple actions per game where he messes up a chance, he shoots straight at the goalkeeper, he doesn't, you know, he just doesn't make the right action in the final third. And you feel like in a game where it's tight, 0-0, top 6 game, his miss could cost us, you know? I understand the frustration, but I just think it's a long season. We're playing Conference League. We've got FA Cup games coming next month. We've got midweek weekend in the December-January period. Bro, Madueke is a great asset to the squad, and he proved it yesterday. Like,
has he got it up here? Has he got it up here, in your opinion?
So Maresca came out last week and criticized him and said, look, when this guy scores a goal, he gets too comfortable. He relaxes and he plays like he's made it. He needs to have the same drive and energy to go on. One thing I've noticed about his game this season, he tracks back like you've never seen before. He runs back for the team. Maresca's instilled that. Even Sancho's doing that as well, which we never thought Sancho would do. Sancho is grafting back when we lose the ball, making sure that we don't concede. So the mentality, it's weird because we're talking about this Rashford. I was thinking about Madueke when we were talking about Rashford. It's like maybe the culture of the team, if the culture of the team fosters that we all die for each other on the pitch, Madueke won't want to let the team down. So I think time will tell. He's still very young. You can tell he likes to go out, party, be the flashy young 22-year-old kid.
That worries me. That concerns me about him.
Yeah, man.
That's why
we'll see.
Taha
says
he's loving the London life. There we go.
Oscar said, I don't think Madueke will leave because he's bad. I rate him, but the hype Esteban is coming in with, he's not going on loan. And unfortunately, for Noni, he isn't better than Neto. I don't see why we have to get rid of one winger because another winger is coming in. The winger that's leaving is Mikhailo Mudryk. Sayonara. Like, I don't understand why Madueke has to go. Like, I don't get that. Unless we're signing another winger on top of it, on top of Esteban. Esteban's what, 17 years old? You guys think he's coming in to start 38 league games? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, Chelsea fans just rushing. Like, they're just rushing. Right, we're talking about next season. Why?
I have two questions.
Go for
really
it,
for you. First one, and then you can answer this without me interrupting. Cucurella, good game, red card. What happened there? And
oh, you want me to answer now?
Yeah, you can answer now.
yeah. Had a really bad challenge in the game and got a yellow. And then after the game, there was just like a melee with the players. People were pushing each other. Apparently, he said something crazy because the referee said he was like aggressive or something. He didn't push no one, but he got himself a yellow. That's the guy. He plays on the edge, that kid. So you know what he's on. He's always going to get tested like that.
Anything more before we wrap up?
I'm going to ask, what's going to take you to say that you're in a title race?
Genuinely
speaking, I'm not saying that in the banter. It's like, what is actually going to be like? All right, Chelsea's in here.
Look, we're here. I think generally speaking, what Peter was saying about the running, yeah, I feel like let's get to the running before I'm going to say we're in a title race. Like we're like Chelsea are not meant to be here. And if we start dropping points, I'm not overly surprised. I think we look very good. And I'm growing in confidence with every game. This Brentford game was another hurdle, but we got Everton next week away. You know what I mean? So
it's one of the, I don't know what to base it on. Maybe just because of the lack of experience that this Chelsea side would have had. But I just think they'll just run out of petrol come March. I just think they'll just run out of the steam. And then that's not a knock on them. That's not even a knock on Chelsea. That's just a case of like, look, when you're swinging with Liverpool, City, Arsenal, this is the big boys. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's proper.
Do you think,
Sorry.
I was going to say, you see the Conference League? Do you think in some senses that almost acts as Chelsea are in essence not in Europe? I mean, look at the side they fielded. They decided they fielded on Thursday in the cold in Kazakhstan. It was literally a under 23 squad. So do you think that actually the fact that they're actually so well stocked in a lot of positions, come running time, they've got so much rotation, they've got so much fit players that are at it that might be able to fire them over the line?
Adrian, you're bang on, because not only did our top players not play on Thursday, they didn't even travel. Like Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo, Levi Colwill, these guys were at home wrapped in cotton wool. And I'm sat there on a Wednesday night watching Rice, Havertz, Saka, Odegaard go full pelt to try and win an important Champions League game. They were going for it. And then they've got to come and try and beat Everton on the weekend. It's tough. It's tough. So yes, I genuinely do think that works in our favor, and we'll see us pick up a lot of points because we don't have to do that. And in the running, it's going to get way worse when Liverpool are playing a flipping knockout game against the PSG or Real Madrid, or you know what I mean. And when Arsenal are doing the same thing, I'm sorry, that definitely should work in our favor. We have 7 days to prepare for the next game, and also what it does is it keeps those fringe players fit. It keeps them ticking.
Keeping them happy will be the issue, isn't it? Keeping them happy
but you know, when they're the only player that I see really getting unhappy now is Nkunku, because it's getting to a point where it's like,
he is kicking the fuck, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not kicking up a fuss. He's not. There's nothing come out, nothing in the media, nothing about him. But it is getting to the point where it's like you're taking the mick. Like, you're taking the mick. But yeah, shout out to SRD. He says Robert Sanchez weird to me because he saved us a lot of points but cost us a lot of goals. Yeah, he's the one in the end for me, man. He's the one that makes me the most nervous. But Pete, if you're giving out save of the week, check out that Sanchez save.
Did you know what's crazy? His net is probably 0. Like when you factor in the amount of points he costs, then the amount of points he saves, he probably balances it out in a sick way.
Yeah, I guess
that's hilarious. If you,
I guess, but that's all on Chelsea. The Blues keep marching on. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Let's go check the other scores in the Premier League because there was quite a few scores here. Obviously today, Bournemouth 1, West Ham United 1. Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 3. This was a shocker for me on the day. Oliver Glasner and the team, sorting themselves out.
Big game in the M23 derby.
Massive win for Palace. Massive win. Southampton.
The Glasner train.
Sorry?
The Glasner train.
Yeah, they go marching on and they play Arsenal in the League Cup quarterfinal this Wednesday. Techie. Southampton 0, Tottenham Hotspur 5, and that did sum up the end of Russell Martin, and he was sacked from his job as Southampton manager. What are your T's, both of you, on this?
Like I said in the group chat, he went in when it was 4 and found out in the change room it was 5. Nah.
That's hype. Hype. That's hype.
He subbed off Sulemana in 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's a bunch of players who are not playing for the manager.
Yeah.
Question.
Whoa! That's not fair. That's not.
Did it look like they tried?
I'm not questioning the integrity of these players. I'm questioning this sycophantic manager who told these guys to play tiki-taka and pass the ball out from the back like they're not the worst team in the league. Yeah. Sorry. Let me scratch that. They're not the worst team in the league because the worst players in the league actually play for Ipswich. But they've got a manager who's got half a brain cell to know not to try and be Barcelona 09.
Bro, when the first goal went in, I changed the channel. I said, I'm not sitting through this.
Oscar, you know why? Because Kieran McKenna gives half a damn about that club. Because let's have it right. If Russell Martin was in Kieran McKenna's position, it will be at Stamford Bridge right now. This was what this job was purely a portfolio experience where he wanted to show guys I'm progressive, I can play a brand of football. Woohoo! Look at me, I'm the next Vincent Kompany. But what he failed to realize is Vincent Kompany is a Premier League winning manager. My memory of Russell Martin is you getting pammed by Luis Suarez year in, year out, picking the ball out of your net, losing deals. That's all I remember of you. You ain't got that cachet, bro. Your name don't hold that weight.
Yeah, I mean, I hate Bayern Munich for this. I hate them for it. I hate Kompany for doing it last year with Burnley in the first place. But then I hate the fact that Bayern Munich gave him a shot. Because we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this year in,
Chelsea
year out.
As well, I think.
Chelsea.
Because Mershko was in the Championship, bro.
Yeah, but he played good football, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But like he's gone to Chelsea, which is a good side. It's not like he's come up with Leicester playing Maresca ball.
No. So the point I'm making is we're seeing that big teams as well. That's Chelsea and Bayern Munich that have gone for a manager that's got relegated, that's gone for a manager that was in the Championship the year below, purely off the back that they play good football. So if they play good football over there, imagine what they can do with better players in our squad.
I think Adrian is saying, Chelsea saw Maresca in the Championship and then scooped him up. Russell Martin thought, if I play this way in the Championship with Southampton, I'm going to get scooped up. He didn't expect to be here this long. Now he's only one way to play.
He signed the new deal in the summer. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, how long? How long was it?
I don't know. I don't know the length.
What is a manager's deal when you manage a club like Southampton? It's useless. If a top club comes into you tomorrow, it's gone. What's the deal?
I'm sure it was something like even a Tottenham, it would have snapped your arm off for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They still might. They still might.
They still might.
You know what? It'll be interesting to see his next move. That's a good point.
Let Ange lose a few more. We'll see.
What was your lot's thoughts on Ange on Timo Werner?
I didn't like it.
I mean, he called him out. He said he wasn't good enough.
Do you know why I didn't like it?
Why?
You had him on loan last season. You knew who he was. You knew the guy that he was, and you brought him back. First, for you to sign him on loan last season in the first place, that's already a flag. I flagged that. I flagged it. You had him, and then what did you expect? Did you expect he was going to be a new player? Did you expect he was going to find the ability to beat a man? Did you expect more output? So for you to get angry at somebody for doing what they've always done, it's mind-boggling to me.
I hear it. I love that. Let's go elsewhere. Newcastle United 4, Leicester City 0. Welcome with Van Nistelrooy. This is the baptism now. This is the birth.
Man.
Yeah.
Did you do it? Yeah. Because obviously, there was big games Saturday 3 p.m. in it. So I was seeing Liverpool, I was seeing Arsenal. Then it got to about 10:30 p.m. I said, I didn't see Rude in the group chat. I didn't see that. Ernest and Robin have been dropping the Rude every time they get a point. Every time they get a point, it's Rude.
Listen. We celebrate when he gets points and all that stuff. We know where he's gone. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
As an honest, like just fan of the game, like looking at Leicester, looking at the club that they are. I like going to their away ground, innit? But I would love it if we got relegated. I would love Rude to have a relegation this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right off the bat.
Just for the old times, man. Just for the old times.
That's haterade right there. So it is.
You hate on Gerrard as a manager. You hate on Lampard as a manager. If Rude didn't get
anyone can get it.
Absolutely. They all get it. Absolutely.
Especially a former Man United player. They are getting it. I don't give a damn.
If I was rooting for Rude, it would show a lack of respect from him.
Yeah, it would. Actually, it would. I rate him. He was a nasty bugger. You won countless Premier Leagues.
That means I didn't hate you enough. That means you weren't that good. I was rooting for Oli.
And you know the crazy thing? You could have got even more. You could have got even more goals because didn't Fergie want him the summer before? But something weird, like he had like an injury or something. So he could have been even more devastating. Yeah, man, clear off Rude, man. Get relegated. You're right.
He got Vieira sent off without Vieira even touching him at Old Trafford. I'll never forgive him for that.
Scumbag.
He touched him.
You're a tool. You're a tool as much as he is. Wolverhampton.
I know. Oscar, you know.
It's like Kyle Walker. It's like Kyle Walker this weekend. That's what that's like.
Oh, he's a tool as well.
Are we
done with the fixtures?
So is Hoyland. Yeah, let me get through the friggin' fixtures, you clowns. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Ipswich Town 2. Another sacking. Gary O'Neill's got the boot and all. Did you lot see his post-match interview?
Go on.
No, I missed it. What did he say?
No, guys, he threw. Let me tell you. You know, like Federer, he served his players up. Yeah, straight in it, an ace. He killed his players. He said, listen, there's nothing I can do with this team. If we cannot get the basics done, and these are the basics, you know, I told certain players to be in certain positions at the corner, and they decided to change the positions. They just changed their minds. He literally came out word for word and said, listen, at the end of the day, you know, we lost Neto. We lost, who was the other player they lost? They lost something like, they're like 100 million quid that they lost, and they didn't really reinvest in it, right? He scathed those players. He killed them. He said, I can't do nothing. And it became a thing of like, he used to be like, we beforehand, right? With the team. And now it became him. He said, I and them. He kept it a buck. I'm separating with you, man. You, man, have no... Listen, you ain't putting no...
What on business?
Bro, guys, go do yourselves a favor. I need you to watch, first of all, the post, you know, like the match of the day interview. Then I need you to watch the press conference after. That's what I need you to do, you lot to do this week as your homework. Go and watch them. Can I tell you right now, it is Mourinho-esque, Conte-esque. It is superb. But it was a man that he was already given the sack before he did those interviews. That's what that was. Man said in the corner, I put players in certain positions and they just decided to change their minds. What? I'm sorry? And he said, had the players stayed in the position I told them, we win the header. No, I don't think you don't understand what I'm saying here. I don't think you don't understand what I'm saying here.
So what do you not think's going on then? How did it get this bad at Wolves?
How did it get this bad?
Peter, what did I say at the start of the season?
The Wolves' side is too good to go down.
Oh, careful.
Well,
they're not going down.
They're 19th.
They're not going down. I mean, don't get me wrong. Losing at home to Ipswich is a howler.
It's a 6-pointer.
That's a treble. You know what I mean? That's a freaking treble points. That is. But no, they're not going down. They're too good to go down. They get a decent manager in there. Potter should get his finger out and just get back in business. Get yourself down at Wolves. Make it happen, mate. He could make them Brighton. He could easily make that team Brighton.
I tell you what, they need some centre half for starters, man.
For a start, though, for a kickoff, they need a couple centre halves. That's for damn sure. He needs to get 2 centre halves from Ostersons. I need to see names that come in the door that I've never heard of in January. Like
just big
names.
6'4", Bjork, like a long head, Scandinavian.
Exactly. I need those that carnivore diet. They don't eat nothing else but meat, game. Not even meat, game. They just eat game from the friggin' wild. That's what we need from there.
But you know, like a Jonas Anderson, a Joachim Anderson, something like that. Just Christopher Ager, just a brute, nothing but meat, bro. Manna. That's it, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's what they need. Potter and 2 Scandinavian centre halves. That's all I need to see.
We're flowing.
That's all because they got the attack. The attack is locked down. They can do some stuff with that attack. But yeah, absolutely. Anyway, and then Nottingham Forest coming from a goal down to beat Aston Villa in phenomenal scenes. Forest are in the top 4 of the Premier League, 2-1 winners, and that there, Oscar, was the save of the season because Martinez's save of the week. Sorry, Martinez's save was outrageous. How we saved that.
Peter, you are bang on. That save from Martinez was outstanding, but he cannot get save of the week because of the goal that he conceded. Absolutely.
That sums them up, man.
I hear you. Yeah.
He showed. Do you know what he showed in this game?
What did he show?
He showed why he's a World Cup winner, and then he shows why he plays for Aston Villa in the same game. Beautiful.
Right, guys. What is your goal of the week?
I'm so sorry. I'm being biased. That what Amad did made me jump.
For flip's sake, Robin.
What he did. You tell me about it,
guys.
Jota's goal's better than that. Jota sits Leno down on his backside. Leno's got to get.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. The touch above the goal.
Fine for that finish.
Passed it in right on the edge. Past the goalkeeper and to
great goal.
It's a good goal.
Fantastic goal. It's a fantastic goal.
It's a good goal. But for that goal alone, Vardio could easily get on that guy. Easily.
Oh, easily. But two things can be true.
I'm blaming Fink for that. No, I'm blaming.
Oscar, two things can be true. It was a fantastic goal.
Yeah, answer me, sorry. What was Guardiola doing?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
What was Josko doing? He could have just cleared it. Why is he doing back you?
Oscar, I swear to you, there's nothing more I hate than bone-idle, knuckle-headed, thick, brain-dead defense. Oh my God. What's he playing at?
But it plays to a fantastic goal. Because he shouldn't have the right to score that. But he did.
That's pretty
Big up Amad. Yeah, if you were even, he really, really good goal. Any better goals than that? I thought Nicolas Jackson, like guys. That pass from Enzo Fernandez.
I forgot. I didn't even see the Chelsea game. I totally didn't see it.
Yeah, man.
Confidence, man.
Tonight's free kick is the goal of the week.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Robin, you have to admit it.
It was a good goal.
The penalty was better than the free kick for me.
Set piece.
I forget that. Set piece apart of football. I think the penalty was better than the free kick.
Did you just say what I think you said?
Set piece.
Who?
Goodness,
You
what?
said the penalty was better than the free kick.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Penalty
say
was
that.
lovely because you got
I
to watch
didn't
it
say
in the
that.
motion.
It was
in the
not
motion
a
of the
penalty.
kick. In the motion of the penalty
Robbie,
kick, he does the
He
keeper.
didn't say
doesn't
it,
count.
but it's on you to call out BS when you hear it. What do you mean the penalty was better than the free kick? What do you mean, Peter?
Free kick was good. I just think the penalty was better, personally.
He
Both were
smashed
good.
it from 35 yards.
I mean, it wasn't 35. Let's first.
I'm just saying.
It was outside the D. It was pretty
I'm
good.
going with Amad because
25,
he didn't have the right
25.
to score that, and the way he scored it was fantastic. The free kick,
You're not making sense.
banger. I'm not taking that away.
Also,
But a free
also remember
kick
the context as
was
well.
able. Yeah, fantastic. It's played the week.
Last minute of the Manchester derby.
No, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Amad
So,
Diallo
for me-
goal of the week. Yeah, go on. Let's get the votes in quick.
Your goal of the week is the free kick from tonight. What are we doing here?
Now from Bournemouth, please.
And AD?
Amad Diallo for me.
AD?
Oh, you know what? I might give it to Ahmed, but special shout out to James Madison. I thought that was a tidy finish, man. That was, I thought was it a good goal? Was it a good goal?
I forgot about bruv. He should never score from there. It's a nasty goal. It's a nasty goal. Diallo scores the goal of the week. Yes, for AD.
I was gonna say I done some homework on because obviously you said I didn't realize until last week. Southampton have brought 4 goalkeepers into this league, right?
Yeah.
There was some guy that got pammed last game and then he got dropped back from McCarthy. I was thinking because the name was unfamiliar. I can't remember the name. The name was unfamiliar. So I'm thinking, it's some spotty faced kid born in 2003. Yeah. It's a 30-year-old man, Peter.
Are you serious?
It's a journeyman. I can't remember. He started his career at like QPR and moved from club to club to club, and then like his brother's got like a goalkeeper academy in Australia. Clearly, he didn't attend because he's awful. Goalkeeper. Yeah, man.
He's 29 years of age.
Lumley, yeah. Because I went on the Wikipedia because I couldn't believe. I'm like, who the hell was this?
Oh my god!
Look at his Wikipedia. Is it before your eyes?
I can't believe what QPR from 2013 to 2021. But in that, Bishop Stortford. You know, if you're in a championship club and you go on loan to Bishop Stortford, you're not heading for anything good. He's lucky to find grace and find a Premier League side.
He was paying for subs, Peter. He had to pay subs to play at Bishop Stortford.
What's it, subs?
What step is that? That's like step 8.
Oh my god. Wow, he must know the Lord because there's no way he's got a Borough after that, and he's then got Southampton. No.
Respect him, man. I respect the grind, man. I respect
the grind. He's an awful goalkeeper. I respect the grind. Player of the week, and I'm goalkeepers union. So if I disrespect a goalie like Trafford, like James Trafford, you don't try to wash down my throat. Get the hell out of here, James Trafford. Anyway, player of the week, guys. Amad Diallo.
Amad Diallo.
He's got this
player of the week is player of the week's Ashley Young, I think.
Hey.
He's done tremendous.
Hey.
He's 39. Come on, man.
He's 39.
He's 39. I can't walk up the stairs that quick.
Let's give you some context.
Go on.
Next month, he could potentially face his son in a professional football game. That's just a testament to the longevity of this guy, man. Big him up.
Outrageous. That's outrageous.
Can you play against your son? What?
That's outrageous. Right. Player of the week, guys. Oh yes, Amad Diallo. Yeah, Amad Diallo. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We can move
team
on.
Of the week? Who's the team of the week?
Tottenham Hotspur.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
5.5 is something, though.
Can we give it to Fulham, bro? Can we give it to Fulham? Can we give it to Fulham, blood?
He scored 5.5, Peter. Wow.
Say again?
He scored 5.5.
Have you seen the by the way? They're like 12th in the league, and they got differences like 17.
Can I tell you what? But you know what's Spursy about that result? So, like, we've seen Southampton eat 9 in recent years.
Yeah, twice, by the way.
Twice. And it was there for Spurs. It was there. You're telling me they scored no goals in the second half?
They chilled.
No, whoa. That can't be your takeaway.
I'm just saying.
No, you're hating is beyond bounds now.
They
Are you serious?
They drew at Ibrox as well, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, 1-1.
About five in 1.5.
No, you man are not deep. Do you know what his takeaway was? Spurs won 5-0, and he's come out and said, "Yeah, but they didn't score in the second half, though, did they?"
All I said was, what was Spursy is a team is there to get eaten 9 again because that's their DNA. That's just their. There's players in that side that have lost both the 9-0s. By the way, there's players that shall I tell you how I know this, AD? Shall I tell you how I know this, AD? In the tunnel before the game, Fraser Forster went up to 4-man he knew out Southampton. Fraser Forster.
How long has he been at Spurs?
Okay.
No, guys, at what point is it Jan Bednarek's testimonial? That guy's been there for time.
He's sucked as well, man. He's bad. He's a bad centre half.
He's mid.
Yeah, mid might even be generous, Oscar. You know, might even be generous for a man like that.
I used to rate him as well.
Taha, I think you guys did get team of the week. Did you not? He said he scored 5.
Say that again.
Yeah, did you not give Chelsea team of the week?
So who's team of the week then?
Last week,
I'm saying Spurs.
I'm
saying
it, 2 more years. 2 more years until Jan Bednarek's testimony.
It's been about 8 years.
My team of the week.
He did have a loan spell at Villa. He did have a loan spell at Villa, but
that's surprising. I would have said 8 years. You know.
Yeah, that's surprising. My team of the week is Crystal Palace. Next, Oscar, go for it.
He can't do it. I love it.
Palace scored all 4 goals.
My team of the week is Tottenham Hotspur.
David,
we're gonna give it to the Palace.
Oh, lovely. AD, do the right thing. Spurs, man. Deciding vote Robinho. Do what's in your head, not in your heart.
It's Spurs.
Do what's in your head, not in your heart.
What, you know, my head. If you tell me my head, you know where I'm going. So
yeah, you know where you're going.
That was your heart.
My head.
You think I was going to vote for Spurs wearing the Arsenal top? Are you?
I do hear it.
Man is smoking Budgie Bannon. Like, what's my
driver? Anybody can reach me on this.
All right, guys. Next one, please.
All right.
Lord of mercy.
They got who's not that guy this week, mate?
Whoever decided
There's so many.
Hold on, man. Whoever decided to write in the paper, that we named the overground line, the Windrush line, so minorities and black people can get around that.
Who wants to get off?
Let me tell you something.
I can't do that. I can't do that because this was announced time ago, so I knew this was coming.
Hold on.
I'm trying to get to West Croydon in peace.
Mate, the reason they gave is to help black people navigate around London.
That's not the reason, bro.
That's not the reason.
Put that in the paper, Guardian, mate, or Telegraph, one of them, man, there.
Bro, man. That's
if you say the newspaper, if you're putting the newspaper, okay, fair enough. I was like, I thought you were saying that in general.
NFL Overground have had a stinker because these names are repugnant.
They're awful names.
Yeah, but they announced this about a year ago, so that's I'm like, what are we doing?
But they've put it in place now, haven't they?
Why is it awful?
Oscar, you've never called your line the mild way line, have you?
The mild way.
All week, that's what I've been running. How do you think I got Stamford Bridge? I got Stamford Bridge. The mild May line, baby.
I call it the overground line. If you get it, you get it.
The lioness.
Guys,
the suffragette. Let's go.
This is how I know people.
Bro, you think Eminem Bankers? You think that's what you wanted? Which one was the vote? Some bogus line posthumously 109 years.
AD, check this one for my Northwest Massive, yeah? The Lioness line. What? The England winning team won the Euros. Are you joking?
You're having a laugh, man. You're having a laugh. You're taking a piss.
In a frigging bubble.
I got another one. I got another one. Let me run.
Suffragette. Oh
Let
my
me
god.
run it.
Suffragette.
The Weaver.
You see, society.
Oh,
is-
damn, I'm running late. I'm still stuck in the suffragette line. Are you taking a piss? Man, yeah, you're stuck in the suffragette line. What is it, 1912?
I mean, Rochdale. What are we talking about?
Crying out
You
loud,
don't complain
man.
about anything.
Your selection.
Oscar, come on. The Windrush and suffragettes. I've like, are we maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the mad one. Maybe I'm over egging it.
Commemorate them.
Hey, let
It's
me
to commemorate them.
land.
What the hell is a Bakerloo? What the hell is that?
Let me land.
Hey, speaking of bake, I got something to Bakerloo, but we'll
Let
do.
me land.
You know,
Guys.
Oscar, everything sounds silly. You're right, you know. Everything
Hey,
sounds silly.
Liverpool. Hey, shut up, man. Hey,
I'm saying.
listen. Society's in the mud, mate. Where you see black men, black fathers looking after their babies, cuz. Link Up TV post a video of I think there was a shoot of Krepta and Conan's thing, Nala's song. I think he did a song for them on a video shoot. And the comments, blood, bro, cussing at the kids how light skinned they are. All of you lot are not that Diallo guy, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Disgrace. Absolutely
It's
disgrace.
great. It's such a beautiful thing. Black men celebrating their kids. I know in the comments, blood. Look how light skinned you lot. Society's in the mud, bro. We all need Jesus. You need to go read your Bibles, bro.
Read your freaking Bibles, you mugs. Speaking of blacks, the thing that was said.
Women had a point still.
Hang on.
Oh,
On that.
I know where you're going.
Your mate, yeah, Tim Sherwood, blood. What's man on, blood? He said, did he say Nicolas Jackson plays like a rapper?
Guys,
Racism.
Like 50 Cent. What the hell, man?
was this on Sky Sports?
I don't know where I saw it.
The game wasn't on Sky Sports. I think it was on some American channel.
Yeah, he does some gig somewhere. I don't know where
We
he
were
is.
streaming it, obviously.
What, on being Sports,
yeah.
blood? What channel was this?
Yeah, one of them. So
And
he
they're
basically
allowed
said,
I said Al Jazeera.
he was talking about Jackson, and he said sometimes he plays like a Premier League striker and he's really effective, like he was for his goal. But then other times, you know, he's playing like he's in soccer. He's playing like some sort of rapper or actor. And
Guys,
He couldn't wait to get it out. He couldn't wait to use that one.
Yeah,
That one was held.
I genuinely think he thought it was gonna bang. Like he thought it was gonna be a clip, like for a good reason, but it wasn't.
Yeah, because can I be honest with you? These guys are humans. They're humans too. Like, you know, sometimes you say a line, you hope it bangs. You know what I mean? Clearly didn't.
Yeah, but he's got form for this, Tim Sherwood.
Does he? How so?
Oh, he's just a slimy guy, man. He's a slimy guy.
these man
Did you ever see that interview of him and Cole Palmer?
No, what happened?
So last year, yeah, when Cole Palmer was on that hot streak, just scoring bare goals, yeah, he interviews Cole Palmer. They're standing on the pitch at Stamford Bridge, yeah, and he goes, yeah, Cole Palmer, hey, you know, you've been excellent this season. And he turns to him and he goes, I know you can't say it, but I'm gonna say it for you. The club needs to go out and get some quality to play with you because these guys ain't it.
Wow.
He wanted Cole Palmer to agree, and then Cole Palmer's like, nah, we got lots of quality in the squad. We got lots of talented guys. But he was basically saying the whole Chelsea team is crap apart from Palmer.
What the
And he wanted
hell?
Palmer to agree.
This guy's a weird. Do you remember when he was on the touchline in a gilet and he was saluted out by yo?
He was some chief.
This is why British managers don't get hired, bro.
Against Chelsea, he lost 4-0 at Stamford Bridge for Tottenham Hotspur. He says, no bottle.
This is why British managers don't get hired, bro.
Nothing about him. No fight. No ambition. No quality. Everything. He went ham, bro. Ham. This is the guy who we made throw off his gilet at Spurs when Thomas Rosicky scored the greatest goal ever in the North London derby. He chucked the gilet.
Wait, in anger?
Yeah, and then we were singing "Your Dad's in the Stands."
You got any more, David? Because there's one footballer related.
Your dad's in the stands.
I'm done for the week, mate.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
You have domestics at home, and then you try and pull nonsense on the pitch, try and get Rasmus Højlund sent off. Kyle Walker, absolute scumbag. You are not that guy. 100%.
Okay, so, Robinho, do you know what? I was going to leave this subject alone, but you've brought it up.
Scumbag.
Okay? And can I just say this? Your mate Rasmus Højlund doesn't cover himself in glory either, because his caption about roses are red and whatever the hell it is, right?
That was brilliant.
Did he not get booked in the same game for diving? He's an idiot.
Roses are red.
And also,
he's an idiot.
He should have had a penalty as well. He got fouled.
Should have had a penalty. 100%.
Oscar, that's not even.
100%.
I can't believe how that was a gift. What?
Penalty for sure.
100% penalty.
You know, if I could quote Alan Pardew, that's exactly what happened there. But I won't quote Alan Pardew.
It was an MMA. It was MMA takedown.
I can't believe that was not a pen.
Oscar quoting Alan Pardew, I think, is where we end the podcast tonight. I think.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I can't say the quote, but you know the.
By the way, I was gonna say big up the Bakerloo line, because I don't know if you guys know, they've refurbished the first train this week. It's got the digital announcements on the train. I kid you not. I saw that. I said, what? I will send the video. I said,
one train.
Did they let
I will find the video, and I said, sweat. I saw it on the timeline. I said, no way that they've refurbished the Bakerloo line.
Unless they let a Northwest
I will find it.
I don't want to hear it.
For those of the listeners that don't live in London, the Bakerloo line is like stepping into the 1920s. Yeah, that line. Why is everything so old?
It's old. It's dark. It's dusty. It's not good.
There's dust in there from 1978 in the train. If you slap a Bakerloo line train, the ghost of 1978 comes out.
Oh God!
Friggin' Princess Diana.
Listen, that's a disgrace. Why would you say that?
Wow.
Saturday, I will let you not know about the Big Blues. Tell you what's going on.
Wow.
Coke and Nice on the cutting ribbon. It is what it is. Guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. You download my stuff already. That's the gang that have been locked on. We will see you lot next week as these guys will lock off their cameras. We are here. We'll be back next week talking all things Premier League action.
Bro.
Peace.